want to experiment about.
2, 1. All right, there we go. Welcome to Nikos D&D Cauldron Emergent, Episode 2, Discovery.
Yay.
Thought I'd give you this wide open title so we can just kind of go anywhere. We are in the city of Cauldron. No, we're not.
No,
we're currently in
Florin.
Florin,
Yes, there we go.
the capital.
We were about 3 steps away. Well, we were like the day before we were going to go talk to the person who's ruling over Florin to get him to join the Gathering of Magic.
Gotcha.
Which is when we would actually get that check mark. And I just realized something. The character that was 3 seconds away from becoming 20th level will not be able to come 20th level.
Oh, what a tragedy.
Yeah, really.
We are down a couple of players, but that's kind of important, so we'll get into that in-story here in a moment. And before that, let's go ahead and have our players introduce their character, name, class, race, and what they're going to do with 48 hours of no cord and no
Hey.
Jace.
Wait,
Whoa,
stop.
I'm sorry, no.
Rio.
No Jace, no Kush.
There we go.
That was totally a Miri-ism. Miri is usually one who makes that mistake. So I'll throw her under the bus.
Damn. Verb.
Listen, you gotta give him his gun back. Like, you can't be shooting shots from it all the time.
Okay.
What?
The gallery will put down
Okay,
their
okay.
sniper rifle now.
There will be Kush, just not of the gnome variety, alright? Whoa.
Wow!
If we have the human barbarian.
Not that we have a minor in the room or anything. Thank you for that.
This is no other thing.
Way to go, young man.
Look.
What a major statement for
Did I leave my?
Did you leave your name? You're not going to get it. Oh, she's got 1,000 name tags, so she'll be okay.
Yeah, it's only take me a second to redo it,
Anyway.
but I had
So,
3.
character, name, class, race, and what you're going to do with 48 hours of no Kush, no Jace.
I play Torg of Cord, Goliath fighter level 16, I think, yeah, level 16.
Yeah, it's
And- with my 48 hours, I can't go back and work on my armor, can I?
No, you cannot.
48 hours isn't really that much time.
He will spend his 48 hours wondering what he will do with his
Exactly.
48
He's
hours.
going to spend his time thinking. This is what's your intelligence? 10?
Yep.
That's average intelligence. Okay. Miri?
I'm Jean. I play Mary Elwyn, a cleric of Veritas, not Greenvale. And
Wait, you're not Greenvale?
no, I'm a cleric of Veritas.
She's now insisting that she's not.
Oh, we're on this again.
Yeah, it's the same thing, just different.
Got it.
It's like she wore the veil for a couple of days and she goes, wait, I said I would never follow this. No, I'm denying it. Going back to the old way. Veritas is the new god. I don't care. We're going with the new name. She's hung up her veil, quite literally. It's hung over there.
Alrighty then.
Well, think of it. What's she going to do without these two? No veil! Ha ha!
That's great.
Yeah.
Or accept.
Anyway, she doesn't like what she sees in Florin. The section are really bothering her. It seems like they're enthralling the people in some way that she doesn't like. There seems to be a schism in the leadership. One person saying they're the real one, and the other one, but the other one is the one that actually is going to be taking the power. So there'll be.
So in other words, one is a steward and one is a self-proclaimed king.
Yeah.
And the only difference is the chronological difference between coronation and non-coronation.
Right.
So her idea of a schism isn't nearly as deep as she thinks it is.
I know what I want to do with my 48 hours.
Oh no! No, the giant speaks.
Oh, I want to see
wanna
the Eldred.
Throw my name into the pot for the next king of Florin.
What?
Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Wow, she even attempted that with an English accent. Holy crap!
That was, I mean, okay, first of all, he said it very calmly in the book.
I know.
You're being not a true fan by citing the movie version. Second of all, what the hell was that?
That was an attempt at McGonagall, I think.
That's a attempt at Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
That was Dumbledore?
I have a feminine voice.
Hashtag sponsor us at patreon.com/nuggets.
If I ever do a deep voice, I start sounding like
What?
Satan.
I gotta go back and get my cat.
This is my deep voice.
No, you don't. It's just dangerous
You're terrible.
place.
I know. That's my deep voice.
Oh, I hate leaving them, but I did.
With an accent. Classic.
That's
If
a-
anybody didn't miss that, make sure you watch the replay because that's worth it right there.
I also want to get on board the Eldrin ship, and I want to talk about what happened with that.
You think in 24 hours you're going to get to go on board an Eldrin ship?
That can fly.
Yeah, he can fly.
There is that. You have to
And
know
I
where
can,
it is.
if it's high enough, that I might be able to scry and hit a high point and then get on deck. But it might throw me off.
Oh, don't mind me,
Miss-
guys. Don't mind me,
The
guys. I
ship
gotta-
drifts. Ship drifts. Poof. Ah!
Adrian Leviosa.
Wow.
The Wile E. Coyote thing, her neck stretches and she's going,
Yes. I would like very much to talk to them. And I also want to discuss that vignette that we saw through Cush's eyes.
Yeah, that was
I'm gonna
weird.
make an arcana
Yeah,
check
do you
on
realize
weapons
that
to
most
see
of
if I
them
realize
are
how to
things that we
recharge
have
them.
already handled?
Will 16 do?
We took care of Kenya.
to know
We
how
met
to
that
recharge
Primus
switch.
The
that we set
blunderbusses.
free.
Right.
Yeah, you have to so you can cast the
Okay,
spell.
we dealt with
okay.
Secgen. The only one that I couldn't figure out, and everything else, Volantra we've dealt with.
Right.
These are all things that we have faced and overcome
Overcome?
in some one way or another. Except I can't be sure about the dwarf on the armored bear.
I think that's probably Splinter Shield, and we've never, like... We realized he kind of turned... He kind of did a heel turn, but I don't think we've ever faced him in his heel turn form. And then there's the draft horse that's now a demon. We never really killed the demon draft horse.
And it's back to draft horse because that was before the
Oh.
The demon
Oh, yeah,
before.
right. And then, you know, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. We don't know what happened to these guys when we were playing with timey-wimey.
It's true.
Tiny one.
It's just when I was thinking over all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something you can talk about, but that's
Oh yeah.
things that you want to do during this period. All I want is we're trying to get through just the introductions.
Yeah, there you go. My name is Bryce. I play the character Ralgrim. He is a Divine Soul Sorcerer Asimar. The things he's going to do during the 48-hour period is kind of enjoy being him again.
Yes, there is that, isn't there?
There's that a little bit. He wants to make sure that the governor of Florin is all ready to go, and I don't think he'll try setting up shop for a day in Florin, because that went so well last time, but he'll see how the mood takes him. Why not?
Hi, my name is Allie. I play Yamar Brightwood, the Ancestral Barbarian, and what I will do for 24 hours with these knuckleheads is know that I only have to babysit one of these knuckleheads.
Who?
I beat you in
Hey,
an
hey,
arm
hey.
wrestling match. I can pull you against your ear.
I'm not going to.
We're not getting in.
Jeez.
We're not getting in
Yeah,
any corporal
chaperone
punishment here. No.
Huh?
We're not getting in any corporal punishment here. Nope.
Corporal. What?
We are not getting in any corporal punishment here. No.
I don't understand what corporal means. Though.
I say
When
knuckleheads.
I was the little kid, it was a euphemism.
Physical. Like,
She's talking about knuckleheads, and that's what parents call their children before they give them spankings for being bad. And so I was going, we're not going to corporal punishment. No. We're not going to let her put you over her knees.
I say knuckleheads with love.
Of course. So do the parents.
spare the rod.
Exactly. Alrighty. So, morning dawns. We are in the beautiful city of Florin. Red Veil soldiers patrol the streets to make sure it's safe for business. The religious facility you visited caused most of this disparity and confusion because it only represented 7 veils instead of 10. /9. depending on who you talk to.
Right.
And this apparently will be the place where there will be the coronation in a few days.
Okay.
For reminder, you guys want to give information to the audience as well as to me about what happened last week? Hint, hint, hint.
Yes. So last week, we began the session with me and Miri in the middle of a fight with the Goblin Enthraller. Turns out the Goblin Enthraller died in one shot, but the Enthralled wasn't too pleased about that. It
Feeling happy now?
Yes. It turned into
He's totally feeling more at peace.
Yes, it turned into a 5-handed beast thing, and Miri smited it to high heaven with a backed up nat 20, which was awesome to watch.
Nice.
We left that building. During this time, Cord wanted an audience with some noble people. You were there with him. Those two walked to a well-to-do tavern and started listening in on people. We all gathered up. Cord had an audience. We all talked for a little bit. And then we went to go to the audience. But during that time, the people of the temple all started to go monkey. And I mean that literally, as they just started going ballistics everywhere. So me and Ralgrim and Jace, thank you. Ran to make sure that the appointment was still fulfilled, while everyone else stayed behind to trap the changed. After that, we waited in the line for a little bit. These people met us in the line. We had our audience. Then we were invited to stay in the castle, and we realized that our room was bugged about 3 times over. Then
At
we met.
least 4
And then you
times.
spent the rest of the time talking in the room that was bugged.
Well, we talked in the room that was bugged via like message saying watermelon cantaloupe a lot.
Oh, that's true.
And our
Mental
connection, which we don't have to do. That's scary.
Oh yeah.
There is that. In
There
a
is
room,
that.
in a room that is bugged.
Right.
We have
Then we talked with the prince about stuff. The prince advised her to go downstairs to check on a crashed communication vessel.
Which then I also got intel about the past
Oh yeah, you went full
Olma.
Olma for a moment. That was fun. And told us
Head spinning possession. I don't know what I am.
Yeah, weird. We went down there. We talked with somebody who had a really rough time either pronouncing their name or just like their name was hard to pronounce. You accidentally broke the thing. Ralgrim did some investigation trying to figure out what exactly happened here. Made a connection thinking that...
It makes sense. They should microphones and headphones are always on plugs, not pulling the innards out.
Depends on when they were made.
Oh, come on. Everything we have is on plugs.
That's... Anyway. We've been having
You
this
got me
conversation.
on that one.
Yeah. Ralgrim wondered why this thing was able to maintain contact with Lim without it combusting, so without knowing what happened to Cord last time he touched the Lim. Good news, bad news, he regained all of his memories. Bad news was he lost like a quarter of his health.
Hashtag Vex.
Hashtag Vex, thank you. Wings are silver now, and I think we ended the session shortly thereafter.
Okay.
Wasn't there
Oh, and then Vex told me that they wanted me to free them and, like, release the magic. Oh, that was something that the people were chanting. They're like, release the magic, unleash the power.
Free the magic,
Free
release
the power. Release power, yeah.
And that's
I have
what
it written down
the
somewhere.
stuff said.
Oh,
Well,
and
well.
Kush had that vision thing with his god.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kush met his god, and then he saw a...
Who is this guy?
Archer, whatever that is.
No, that wasn't...
Yeah.
Oh, that was Kush. And then we saw the diorama of a lot of our rogues gallery, some people wandering around. There was a wizard in the tower looking down at everything. Then there was a second person actually looking down, or who was also looking down at everything, but the wizard was looking down at everybody. Valantru was in the middle of town, but he was on puppet strings. There was young...
No, he had a beholder on puppet strings. Valantru was the young man.
Right. Valantru was the young man who had a beholder on puppet strings.
And Olivia's with us. Yay!
And there was a light...
Hi, Olivia!
Hi. And then there was a light shining down on the building that was being rained on prior day. Or earlier.
Right. And she said she wanted to talk about the vision. So it's
Right.
the next day. Would you wish to speak about that in the room, or are you going to say retire to the garden or someplace outside that might not be as easily
Better check the
overheard?
garden.
I mean, I can make a building. I remember how to do that now. We can just go outside and find a courtyard, and I can just set up shop, and we can talk in there.
Okay.
And you get to make your building again for the day.
I
Yay!
guess I am doing that. So I find a courtyard that will hold a good, like a little chapel.
Wait. We need a password for this
I
establishment.
I can't put a password
Well,
on
okay,
this door.
hang on a second. He's going to build a chapel, so you're going to the chapel, so the password has to be "going to get married."
Go
Or-
on to the chapel and I'm going to get married.
I think a better reference would be "Get me to the church on time."
That works too. That works too. Very well done.
If I am
Okay, what's your
dancing,
password,
roll
Allie?
up the floor. If I am snoozing, kick me out the door.
What's going to be your password answer for him building a chapel? We've got 2 different songs.
Listen.
Can you repeat it for me?
I have no password. These people are the ones making passwords.
He's
I'm
building.
just
All he's
making
doing is
the
building a temple. He doesn't
I'm
even build
building
a
a little
door on
chapel.
it.
A
He's
little
just building a
chapel.
chapel.
Yeah.
Building a small chapel. Then I suggested that she said there should be a password, and I said it should be going to get married because you're going to the chapel and we're going to get married. And he goes,
What's that?
"Get me to the church on time." So what's yours? These are both movie references.
Arthur Teacher.
People,
What?
here are the people, the rhyme.
Oh, and that's hers. This is the church. And this
Here's
is the steeple.
Open the door and see all the people. There's the church. There's the steeple. Open the door and see all the people.
Well done. One each.
If you just ignore this, we will banish you.
I can't.
He can't. He's
I
Rainbow Veil. He has to accept it all.
I can't put a password on this door.
There's no
It's
door.
Not part of, there is a door. There's no. That's not part of the. That's not part of the spell.
Well,
Doggone it. That was fun though.
then
We
can
tried.
you
Can't you
control
arcane lock
who?
it?
No.
Okay.
Can you lock it from
Roman,
the
Why
inside?
would an
Roman,
angel learn arcane
build it.
lock?
Build it. We'll just ignore
I
it.
am building it.
Yeah,
built.
we'll ignore the. Yeah.
We're not ignoring it. Someone can come up and just
You
walk
guys
right
go
in.
do something
Just
fun
every,
for
you
an
have to
hour.
shout, "What's the password?" And they've got to come up with something like that.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to annoy Ralgrim for 48 hours.
There we go.
48.
You guys go find something fun to do for an hour. I gotta sit here making this thing.
What's fun to do?
Is there a
for?
fountain in the garden?
So you're gonna be doing that for 24 hours.
For an hour. 1 hour.
1 hour. So one of the 23 hours.
One of the 48 hours.
48.
Yeah, the number keeps changing.
What's fun to do?
It's
in,
Nikos, of course. The time.
64.
What is fun to do that we can do in an hour and still.
Beat up on sec gens? No.
Holy shit.
Rolling.
Oh man.
That's
didn't
not
kill
fun.
him.
That's-
Whoa.
that's not-
I'm
that's
gonna
not
make
fun.
sure he doesn't do anything.
So
Oh my
you're
gosh. Jesus Christ.
I leave you
No,
away
that
and
book's
you
not
like,
here. Stop it.
Oh, she finds a place where she can draw her 3 circles.
Just outside on the ground, right next to where he's building
Yeah,
his
you can
temple.
put it in the inside. That's fine in there.
Heather's.
They put it as a symbol inside his temple.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Do I get any benefits from being Greyvale at all? You be quiet.
You're not a cleric.
Hmm?
You're not a cleric.
I'm just wondering, like, if
And
there's
have
like
you
a
been
buffet
praying
line, do
recently
I
to
get
the Grey
like
Vale?
to get moved ahead or something? Because I have like a season pass to the
Depends on
Greyvale.
who owns.
Stop. Stop this sentence.
If I
Please stop this sentence.
if I meet a lich, do I get to like talk with him? Do I get advantage on I don't know
Stop.
charisma checks?
Stop. Whatever you're saying right now.
Think of the implications. You would get 10 times the benefits if I got some benefits from being Greyvale. Okay, so this only.
I don't get any benefits from being part of the Rainbow Veil. I have to provide people with benefits.
Gosh, you sound like freaking Walmart.
I sound like Walmart?
Yeah. Are you gonna allow your convertees to establish workers unions? Because, you know, that'd be a great thing, just for your congregation as a whole.
Cord? Do something fun for an hour.
He is. Remember, he said his objective was to annoy you. He's well on his way.
I think think he succeeded.
And he'll just sit there and pick at all the different veils and go, really? How much control do I get if I'm liberty? What if I? How much freedom do I get if I'm control? He's walking through all.
The answer is 10% of everything.
Well, that only comes out to 90% though.
Omar, let's drag Cord away.
That comes out to 90%.
We
so.
like come up from
And let me
behind
guess.
you and like
You go and look for the franchised soup plantation that they
Yes.
can do.
we actually like hook
We come up and we hook his arm and we lead him off.
Yeah.
He's got
Come
women
with
on
us.
both of his arms.
There you go.
You need to protect
I
me.
know.
And
There you go.
well,
Go
will
find
you
soup
protect
cord.
me? Will you protect me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You
You
gotta
don't really
jump
need to
out,
be
have fun,
protected.
and then I unhook.
You can kind of call divine wrath down. All I can do is
No, I don't have any spell called
This.
Divine Wrath.
It's called Divine Smite.
I unhook and then walk away.
Smite.
I have
He has
never
a
had
job.
my sword do that
What I can-
before.
You had.
all
I
I've
have
been
never
good for.
had my sword turn translucent, glowing, one hit kills.
I mean, you rolled a 20 twice. Weird
This is
shit
what I'm
happens.
But
saying.
remember, to her,
Yeah.
it was a
It felt really good.
it was like, you know, it was kind of like jaw dropping for her.
Hot knife through butter.
Are you
Yes.
saying that smoting a section with a powerful magic item
Smoting.
is cathartic? Is that what you're saying?
What was the word that my friend said? Just so you know.
I expected we'd have to beat it down.
Okay.
We
think
didn't
it
have
was
to beat it
smoted.
down. It,
Smoted.
I think they agree on smoted.
Smitten.
it was like
Smitten.
in half.
Smitten kitten.
All right. I'm impressed with your magic skill. I'm leaving though to go find something to do.
We're going with you.
You're going with. I'm actually heading to St. Cup.
Make a perception test.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ho!
Is there
ho,
actually
ho,
a temple
ho.
in this
Ho,
place?
ho,
Wait,
ho,
are
ho.
we, where are we?
Ho,
We're
ho.
not in
Oh,
Cauldron.
we're not
13.
in Cauldron. Never mind.
Otherwise, we would just go to our hideaway.
Oh,
The same
yeah,
order.
that's true.
Yeah.
I
You have
already-
this
already
weird
broke
feeling
off.
like somebody's staring at you, and as you spin around because of the reroll, you see a perky, ponytailed halfling skipping through the crowd.
No.
That is a tiefling there for a second.
No.
I'm like, hold on 1 minute.
Hold on. Hold up. Hold up.
Now, you got that average intelligence working, and that average intelligence says, that surely couldn't have been who I thought that was. Until she looks back over her shoulder to see if she's being followed. And it's Livy.
It's who?
The rogue who stole the stone from him in the third iteration.
Actually
these
stole it from
months.
Kush.
Almost certain that was her.
They're conspiring in the chat, aren't they?
The one person who's
The
in
one
control of the chat.
person who's played this character, yes.
Well, I'm going to take off in hot pursuit.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make
Somebody-
your stealth
episode
check.
of-
Skip.
13. No,
Do you
no,
remember that one
17.
episode of
I'm
Full
very
House?
sorry.
Okay, so you
I don't have armor on.
Steal
Right.
his pocket
You're
watch,
moving through
get
the
on
crowd
pages,
surprisingly
remember.
well, deftly dodging people carrying
Are we
baskets on
trying-
their heads and all that kind of
Huh?
Indiana Jones' kind of scene as you're running through the
I wanna say
marketplace.
it's only in the
And nonetheless,
book.
she's able to stay at a fairly distant
It might
ahead of you.
also in the
But
Brotherhood.
you start
With the little,
to wonder
little,
because
Lucian girl.
she keeps looking over her shoulder to make sure you're still following.
On the mail.
Wanna
Now,
make a
can we
second-
follow him?
Well, he took off
Yeah,
running,
it was
so
all
I know, but I
That's
can
this
run.
episode.
I know, but you weren't necessarily.
Oh, I rolled a 17. Good luck catching up with that, sister. I'm just gone. You didn't see me go.
He's got thick legs.
Oh,
He
come
didn't-
on, God.
Now,
puts
There's a
craters in
mountain
the
running down the street.
right, but you're walking along with him and you're stopping and looking at shop stuff because the two of you are together. And then all of a sudden he sees this and he did not say a word to you. He doesn't tap you on the shoulder, nothing. So literally you turn around and go, what do you think of this, Court?
You just
And
feel,
I'm-
you
So
feel
you
like
can
make-
this
go ahead and make your
vacuum.
perception.
You know where?
I've
Go ahead and make-
I've
Go ahead and make your.
evaporated
Yeah,
into
she
the
already
crowd.
left.
Yeah, I already left.
So you
I-
make a perception.
As soon
test.
as you said that he was going to protect you, I veered off mistakenly.
That's at
That
least a
is
16.
better not.
16.
I am
Oh.
not everywhere.
16. Yes. Despite his greatest effort, you do see his head weaving and bobbing. It's not hard since he's a head and a half taller than most of the people on the street.
If
Yeah.
not taller.
He's like shoulders and head.
Yeah, you see
He's
him.
just
He's just
very
moving
bust.
moving silently through the crowd, trying not to bump into people.
Oh, that's
Clearly in a hurry.
Could I use a scry step? I mean, spot and move to that spot?
You can attempt that, sure.
I will look at that.
Out of character.
Okay, so Dex.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Dex.
Hey.
You might
11.
you might flatten Miri here in a second.
Oh, well, 2. Plus, there's a death
11.
check.
Despite you actually tumble into somebody.
5.
You're like saying you apologize to that person as you start to move on, and as you hop away from the place, she appears right where you had just been. So you get there just a half a second too late because your roll was considerably lower than his, but he'd also made a mistake. So he bumbles into somebody. As he fixes it, you pop in just after he's left.
Okay.
So the person's startled by your presence. Do, however, get to make a check on whether or not you get to see the person he's chasing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 18.
18 plus.
Yeah,
4.
you recognize the little rogue Livy as well.
I'm going to
She
crush
says, "You're being watched."
Who does?
Livy to him.
All right, I'm gonna pick up the pace. This is kind of. I'm.
Sure. Okay, Allie, would you do me a favor and roll a d20 for me?
Sure.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh, okay. 19.
Chase.
Oof. Add anything? 6.
Yeah, you would add 4 to it.
Grab my
Yeah,
dex.
you grab her. As you grab her, you feel her skin slough a little. Like where you grab her arm, the skin moves over the skin.
Yeah, it sounds like she's just old. I've got you. Finally.
Little male voice says, "I don't know what you think you got, Buster, but I hope you got Nard protection." And he kicks you. Roll another d20 for me.
You said
Allie,
halfling,
roll
right?
another d20.
Okay.
No,
I'm
I said
pulling up
she
my-
was a halfling, but when you grab her, it's not a halfling.
Uh-oh.
I'm pulling out my itty bitty dice.
All you have to do is hold them out at arm's length if they can kick you.
That was a 5. It's 10?
Okay.
Or
You actually, as
9.
you're holding her, you feel her skin stretch,
9.
and she sloughs the skin off of her arm where you grabbed her. So you're left holding like a glove made of flesh, and you see you've seen gremlins.
Oh.
No.
It's a long, thin arm. The fingers aren't even the right size for the glove.
Mhm.
It's got tiny curved blades at the end of its hand. Not have done that. Takes off running again. You run up as he's holding this left off hand in his hand. Roll perception, since you're sniffing it.
Yeah, I sure hope that people are doing like
7.
good, safe, fun things and not getting into huge
7.
amounts of trouble.
7? Yeah, it smells a little bit like used bathhouse water.
All right.
You know,
Yeah.
I missed an opportunity to make a hand joke.
You did. I'll hand it to you to try.
There we go.
I was gonna go for something like that with handed.
Nice. Well, right now he's ambidextrous since he's got the right hand holding a right hand.
Is it made out of actual
Instead of
flesh or
two
is it
left
just a
feet?
flesh colored?
No, it's a disguise kit.
Yeah, it's the day before Halloween, man. Come on, they're on sale.
Nice. Alrighty.
For 99 cents?
Great.
Okay, Miri, you've caught up with him. He's holding this hand in his hand.
That's not what it looks like. I'm fine with this hand, okay? I don't need another one. It's not what it looks like.
Okay. I didn't ever see.
I love you so much, man.
No, you saw the little figure. You couldn't make out who it was, but you saw the halfling-like person.
Why
who's
were
just-
you chasing that halfling?
One of our gravest enemies. I thought I saw them.
Who?
I don't know.
You know her name. You know the character.
Okay.
Well, you know who you thought you were chasing. You can tell
I
her
was
that.
chasing the halfling rogue, or I thought I was, who took my stone from me when we did that time traveling thing. And then it turned out
And you're talking about this in the street.
yeah. Let's
Talking
think I'm
about
crazy,
time
like they always
travel,
do. It's
that-
fine.
that
That's
always-
okay, Cord. She pats him on the shoulder. You come with me and we'll take care of it.
Does the glove fit?
Oh no. No.
Okay, she leads you.
If the glove
If the glove fits, you must have quit. Yes, I knew you were going there. Nice.
She pats your shoulder. Everything is fine. Why don't you get rid of that? Or put it away.
That's all I have, though. Some
Stick it in the
semblance
pocket.
of vengeance.
You have so much more, Corey.
Shut up. I got nothing.
Umra!
I am not there.
No.
Yeah!
Okay, your hour has passed, so you can
Yeah.
bring him back. Discouraged from not
So
catching her.
somebody knows about her, about us, and about there. But we shouldn't discuss it in the street.
I'm gonna be looking for a tavern.
Oh, there's lots of taverns.
I'm learning slowly.
About
Just
what?
one that looks like
The
a
things that we
commoners.
shouldn't discuss out loud.
And I would
to
like
people
the-
that don't
Well, there's
do
a
what
silver
we do.
chalice. There's a franchise silver chalice.
Discuss time travel.
I don't
want to
go to the fancy schmancy one that they went to.
I just
Just a laid back like blue collar.
Whoa! Not that laid
I
back.
mean,
Not that laid back.
all right. I mean, it's just a
May
glove,
I
though.
flush before
okay,
my
it's
eyes
just a glove.
Okay, so yeah, you'll find
We'll
one
see if
that's
we can
it's
scry
a
the person that has
since
it.
it's a
That's why I kept it.
Thank you.
place is called Tempest's Mistress.
Oh. Okay.
I do want to get up.
Can
to see
Allie
that
get a menu?
old
Because
and-
because
I
Amara
really
probably
like
knows the common ales.
Oh, this ridiculous paper again.
Yes.
Why is that a ridiculous paper?
None of the drinks were normal. There was not a single like.
No, because it's the dark and
normal-
mysterious beer drink list. That's
Shrine,
it's
Blue Fairy.
Like all of them were like,
silly.
your head like grows by 3 sizes.
No, it doesn't have any of the abilities. It just tells you what it tastes like.
Oh, this side.
The other side, other side.
Yeah.
oh.
See,
Yeah.
one side is redonkulous. The other side is just, I guess.
The look on her face.
I will have
See what I mean?
The pacifier.
None of these drinks are normal.
Oh,
Oh, that's what I want.
I'm gonna slightly amend what she actually, what the creature actually said when you grabbed her.
Him?
He grabbed him. I know everything, and I have plans.
Oh my gosh.
I remember the
That
drink
was
that
Ali's
I
quote.
was looking at.
Beautiful.
Which one did you like?
The tsunami.
One tsunami coming right up. It's blue-green with lots of foam, cinnamon on the rim of the glass. Smells a little bit like fresh grass. But it's served hot and tastes like oranges.
ruined real estate.
Reminds
market.
me of home.
Almost a rhyme. You were one short to making that very nice.
Sorry for ruining it.
And I am sitting kind of like relatively center-ish, kind of
Smells
trying to
like
listen
ass.
to in.
So not in a paranoid corner trying to hear other people.
No, trying to listen in into other conversations. Anytime any like Florin or politics kind
Yeah,
of
we can
like
grab a
picks up.
sandwich or something
Okay,
to eat
let's see if
on the way
anything
before we
interesting
get back.
comes up. Roll your 20-sided, please.
Sure.
Is there any street
There's
vendors?
rage.
Lots of street vendors, especially in the open market.
What do I add to an 18?
You don't. It's just
Okay.
straight die roll.
18.
Oh,
18.
are there any casinos?
There's a couple. Yellow Veil.
Browsing, are we?
Yellow Veil. On all the brochures it warns you not to go there, but there's a couple of casinos.
Okay.
And you're coming up on the hour, and they're not back yet. Let's see.
You enter.
We're headed back. We'll
Temple of
grab a
Worship.
sandwich.
And
or
this
something
is
to
during
drink.
the hour while they're doing.
Right.
the
No,
hours.
I got it.
Yeah, I need to make money.
You're going to a casino to make money?
Yeah, whatever. No one cares about you, you frickin' microeconomists with your law of large.
Wow.
What? Whoa!
I'm going to make money.
Whoa!
It may be statistically proven that casinos are a financial
And
death
not
trap, but I'm still gonna go there to make money.
Oh,
A gray veil going to a yellow veil. Oh, that's going to go over well.
I have no idea what just. Wow.
Wow.
There's a lot of like hostility.
Okay,
in
there's a
there.
guy sitting at the bar. He's not talking, so that kind of kicks him out of your list. But with just looking at him, you think of a deadly scorpion, the way he's carrying himself. He has round eyes the color of the overcast sky, so he's got kind of a reddish color to his eyes. Thick, wavy white hair, but the style reminds you of burning fire, so literally standing straight up off the top of his head.
So what Ali
He's short and a lithe build. He has. I'm sorry, wrong line. He is. I lost my place. Oh, there it is. He's got a beard, but it's finely trimmed. It comes to a veritable point on his beard. He has a slender build. His skin is deeply tanned. He has a large mouth, smiling enigmatically, and has a very wide lantern-like jaw. He wears his clothing open, revealing a necklace that has a 7-pointed star on it. At his hip, he has a slender silver weapon that does look like it's probably something that belonged to another.
These guys are very diamond
So,
shaped. We
what Ali actually does when someone says, "Hey, look at that person," instead of looking like just staring, dead stare,
Right.
I like look and then I do like another point and then I look and then I
Yeah,
go
I
back
get you.
to
I
the
get you.
cop.
I
So
get you.
I do
But-
one of those kind of things.
Okay. Well, the point is that the guy paid for his drink in little silver cubes. He paid with 2 of them.
Uh-oh.
that's like 200 copper. Or something.
And everybody else is just
Well, even the innkeeper who took the money was circumspect and looked around a lot before he took the coins. Took the 2 objects off the table. When he did, he slid a piece of paper across to him. The guy takes one look at the paper, holds it by the corner, and points his pinky at the bottom and burns it. Fire comes off the tip of his fingertip.
Alright.
So now what you gonna do?
Next time I jump to you,
Gonna
I'm gonna have
keep
to learn
nursing
to
my
jump
drink.
behind you.
I'm gonna keep nursing my drink.
I almost
Okay.
landed.
After he finishes that little bit, he looks around a little bit, turns, does that. I guess you call it that arrogant men thing that he turns around and leans back on the bar, raising his chest so that emblem's clearly visible.
Mm-hmm.
Then he shrugs his shoulders forward and walks straight out of the bar without looking to the sides.
I kind of continue pretend looking like I'm scanning and then
As you do, you see a small halfling near the door, her the cloak over her shoulders hanging down over her arms, but clearly copper-colored hair in twin ponytails, and she follows him out.
Do I see anything that indicates it's the same symbol?
No.
Get the halfling.
Not every halfling is the same halfling, you racist.
The fact that I described it exactly the
Paranoia.
same. Anyway,
We
hold
buy
it up,
a
so.
sandwich or
I
something
kind
from
of
the
like
meat
now that
vendor,
I'm a little
a
less
sausage roll.
inconspicuously in their area, I kind
When
of
they
see
come
if
back.
there's like if they go through the windows
If that's
kind
a
of
No, they passed and headed straight. Looked like we were going straight on across the
straight
street.
out
Yep.
into straight. Okay.
Yep.
And
Next time you
I'll
make
finish up my
one
drink,
or
leave a
something
tip,
else and
and walk out for after my.
She says, "Don't be hating on the
Just a
halfling."
word.
I'll wait until my hour's up
Alright.
and
Like in
Okay.
consideration.
then.
I set
That's all
the
I can ask.
I set the temple to ward off fiends.
None of you are allowed in now.
Whoa!
I mean,
So he does have a lock. It's just a specific lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the password for demons?
What?
What is it? Does the demon have to verbally say something to get inside or something? Is that how
No.
that works?
No.
Hail Satan.
That's not how it works.
Okay.
They can't. Well, not that they can't enter, but it's difficult for them to enter and to stay in there, regardless of what they say.
Oh.
Get in the building.
Okay.
Swear.
and I'm seeing this as I'm coming up.
Yeah.
Building.
No, this.
Yes, I'm telling you building.
Oh, okay.
Tick, 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 tick.
Okay, you're all in the building.
Okay, so, diorama. Diorama? Is that what we're gonna call it?
Sure, call it the diorama.
We're calling it the
The
diorama.
vision or the diorama?
The vignette.
It was more of a
The vignette.
vignette.
Vignette
It's a
is,
series of vignettes. Actually.
is a captured moment.
Right.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, if it's a series of vignettes and it's like a 3D image with, like, people wandering around and play, like, that to me, it sounds like a diorama.
Except they were all
Do
frozen.
you have a
Right.
They didn't move.
parchment?
No, not on
My
me.
thought was, these are all things that we have faced, mostly.
Right.
The second,
Something I can draw on?
the problem with
I can
Genya,
Okay.
Villantrue.
I described the star dam.
Okay.
I can make the inside of the building look like what I want, so I put it on the wall. That?
Yeah.
It looks just like the symbol that was at the Seven Veils Temple that you were at yesterday.
I think you.
The other thing is he went chasing after someone.
Well, that'll come up later. We got the diarrhea to discuss first.
Well, I think.
Diarrhea.
I think you meant a person probably who's a cleric or or somebody from that Seventh Veil Temple.
They didn't look very cleric. They looked more like Razuma.
Fairly
What was he
astute
carrying in the
observation.
way of weapons?
None.
Dagger?
No.
No,
Didn't see a weapon at all.
This-
No
silver
weapon.
thing.
I didn't see weapons.
Oh yeah, the silver
The
pistol.
outsider.
Yeah, he did have a
Oh
silver
yeah,
pistol.
he had a gun. Pistol.
Another weapon?
A weapon of another. Yes.
Yeah. I'm like.
The way she said, another weapon? No, just the one. no, another weapon? We did it again.
Another weapon.
And then he gave cubes.
We come up with so
Who?
many.
This dude that I'm talking about that has
There's
this symbol.
another
No, who?
and there's an other.
Who gave the cube?
Like there's like these silver cubes.
Who?
Who gave the cube?
The guy she's
The
talking
guy
about.
with the pistol.
Oh. Who?
The person in the bar with a
this-
silver pistol.
What was his name?
She didn't get his name.
I think his name
I did.
is.
Was it second base?
Nice. He's making your joke about another, expanding it to the who, what, where.
All I can think of.
Who's on first?
She doesn't
What's
know.
on second?
I don't know.
Come back. Come back. Sorry.
Because all I can think of is you remind me of the man.
So,
Yeah, it's a different.
person, bar, other weapon.
And.
Did you detain this person?
No, I watched him.
Walk away.
He has a dangerous weapon that can kill somebody in one. If that had been a Morgul blade, would you have detained them?
No, because you
He
wouldn't
didn't
know
kill
what a
him.
Morgul blade it is.
This
I-
court is now in session.
I didn't want it to be. It would have been a 1 versus 1, and I don't know how powerful he was. I'm not stupid.
He's got a gun that can kill you.
Well, okay,
I'm not
you
gonna go run charging in and get my hand chopped off,
Blown off.
Blown off.
precisely.
blown off.
Hey, voice in the sky. Stay out of this.
Why, in the name of Mount Celestia, did we even build this temple?
Because
Because
we
we
can
wanted a
talk
place
privately.
to talk here.
About what?
The diorama.
Okay.
So
What
we're
we
going to talk
saw.
about. So I was getting to that. We're going to talk about the
We're
diorama.
gonna get
in
to
here.
the diorama.
We've apparently had a very exciting hour. What did you do?
He chased down the halfling girl, woman.
Who stole my shard?
Did she say
In third ed.
anything?
No. I caught her. It was a he. It was disguised as her. Yeah.
I mean, she was
Did
disguised
it
as
say
he.
anything?
No.
He
Yeah, it said
was disguised as her.
I have
I know
Something.
everything.
I know everything.
I know everything, and I have plants.
It was very intimidating.
Didn't he also say you're being
Then again,
watched?
you got arm wrestled by a girl. So
I thought that
your
was
idea of
better.
being what's intimidating is
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Don't
kinda,
That's an
on.
insult in both directions.
wow, John.
not even here. So
Again, voice in the sky. Stop.
stop it.
you were just
So,
off that.
diorama.
Mm-hmm. What does it all mean?
Okay, I was thinking about it.
I think people are conspiring against us.
Aren't they always conspiring against us?
Yeah, we've established that.
Okay,
Okay,
Go
Is
ahead.
there
you're
a
not
pattern
wrong.
to the diorama? Like
But I
the-
think
the
they're still
placements of the different actors
doing
in
it.
Well, do you remember what the setting was and where they were?
They were
They're
in
out
town
in the
square.
market.
They were all here in this city.
Yeah.
Tell me which character, and I'll tell you where they were. That's
Volantru.
Vladu's in the center stage, his hands manipulating the giant beholder puppet.
The wizard guy.
Top of the tower behind him, looking down on everybody.
Jenya.
Jenny was in the alley across the street, walking perpendicular to it all.
Oh. Atherton.
The gnome, the goblin, was in a fisticuffs match with a
Warg.
the war, yeah, with Morgan.
It was
Draft
dancing. It was dancing.
No, it was dancing with Morgan.
Yeah. Draft horse.
Draft horse was walking with a farmer, just
Okay.
below the stage.
Was the Ani there?
Was the who?
The Ani? No. Okay. Thrycreen. Was that guy there?
The bug? There was no bug.
There was the dwarf on the armored bear. The
Yeah.
armored dwarf on the armored bear.
Armored dwarf riding a bear.
Or is he?
It was an
Coming
armored
into
bear.
town. Coming into town from the north side.
Of course, the visuals could have nothing to do with it. Did they look like?
Hang on, there should be more.
Okay.
What else are you missing?
There was a second person who thought he was watching over everything, but was also being watched by the wizard. It was a person in green, or no, the wizard was in blue, but he wasn't blue veil. The person who thought he was watching everything, I think, was green.
Yes. And yes, the one that he thought was watching everyone was I'm trying to think of. It was what's his name? Felian Shard from the Vanguard.
You know, one thing I still don't like is the fact that they wouldn't let us tell the Vanguard that there might be people that have gained the information about the Blaze, the archers. It bothers me that there could be several ways. They could have killed somebody or taken somebody as a captive
Right.
that had that knowledge, and they got it from them.
I'm putting all this on the wall.
Okay. My thought was all of these are things we have encountered.
Right.
The problem with Kenya, Volantru, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of the fact that the quote-unquote young man that was like the mayor was the beholder instead of manipulating it. Unless there's somebody behind the beholder, which could be true. The problem with Kenya being replaced.
So, you mind if I tell you what I see? The draft horse is now a horse again, and did it appear to be in motion?
they were all-
Everything was frozen.
Well, I mean, was it like mid-stride?
Yeah, it was literally mid-strike.
Okay,
Right.
so the draft horse and Jenya were both seen moving. Jenya was off to the side, the draft horse was in the middle of it, Jenya was leaving. So was the draft horse. So, assuming that everything in this diorama was true and relative to us and wasn't being misleading, that means Jenya and the draft horse are leaving this situation. Right? Which is true. Jenya is no longer part of the
problem.
The draft horse, no longer part of the problem. They're both leaving. There's somebody new entering the problem, the dwarf on the bear. I think that might be Splinter Shield, since he's returned and is now
But the dwarf on the barrel was a female.
female. So I don't know. So there's a new person entering the fray. We don't know who this person is. Probably because they haven't actually entered the fray yet. They're still out of it walking in. There's somebody watching over everything, and then there's somebody who thinks they're watching over everything, when in reality there's somebody watching over them as well. This person is a representative of the Vanguard, and then Volantru is in the center of it all.
Being
Or
manipulated.
whoever pulled.
No,
his-
manipulating. A beholder. Specifically the other way around.
Oh,
Right.
What's her name?
No, you're missing a couple because you're.
Yes, I am missing a couple, but we have...
Try to remember. No, Celestia. Celeste is out. Celeste was out
Yeah.
after the last one. But the persons that you're missing is you don't have a tongue eater reference
Right.
unless he's represented by.
Oh, wait. The goblin.
Atherton.
Atherton and Morgan are over in the corner dancing.
But we know there's two more involved with Celeste. Because
No, Celeste was the. She was manipulating the king of the dwarves.
Oh, but wasn't she also manipulating Galantru?
Well, we rescued her.
Volantru was Volantru and she were at cross purposes, but her story ended with Zenith being returned to his throne.
Okay.
Okay, so the building that was being rained on is being rained. Look at the door. Is the building still being rained on?
Yes.
The building that is currently being rained on had a light on it. The fact that Atherton, and Morrigan are dancing probably means that they're still involved, but either they're A, very excited about something they just did, or B, just kind of biding their time.
Or they're intentionally a distraction.
Or they're intentionally distracted. Yeah.
Or they're what?
They're
Intentionally a distraction, because they're dancing, which would draw attention to them.
my two of our party members really hate them.
She's trying to
That
think
is true.
back if there's any.
Who is Morrigan again?
Morgan
Warg.
is the warg that
Should I
originally
make-
killed Will Ferrell.
Yeah, okay, so
You have great taste in friends. Yeesh.
Can I try to do a memory check to see if I can remember anything else about that caught my attention?
Okay, is there something as a player you can think of that you want to ask about in particular? That's a meta question because I honestly don't know what else I might have missed. Because I did set up the terrain. I know that there wasn't a Thrycreen at all.
I remember there being something off to the left here. There was like a row of something, like red or something.
Oh yeah, the kind of cavalry was the cavalry.
Yeah, there was a cavalry in town.
Cavalry dance. Yeah, it was the Red King's cavalry.
So, Red Cavalry are involved in this current situation. Who's the wizard?
Well, so he was wearing blue, right?
Yes,
Did it
he was
resemble-
wearing blue, but it was not blue veil.
I know.
It was not religious. I'm
Was
just
it?
kidding.
Does it resemble Blue Crater Academy garb?
It did.
Alrighty then. So he's probably a new player that's scrying on us from Blue Crater?
We can check that out.
Didn't Jace become?
Jace
Connected
is
with-
a member of Blue Crater Academy. He goes
But
to
he's-
school there.
But he's that's kind of a valid argument. But two things: A, none of us are in this. There's
Yeah.
Kush, but I don't.
Kush was flying over it. He was not.
Oh, Kush wasn't even in it, and he was the one saying it. First of all, and second of all, not to sound like an idiot, but Jace isn't a wizard. I know that sounds like an evasion.
Oh no,
but it's not.
I wasn't gonna say that was Jace.
Okay.
I'm
So you
just
think it's
saying.
one of his friends, maybe?
Or maybe someone he doesn't know about at Blue Crater?
Wait a minute. I don't know if I've met this person. Have I met Scott's
Gravis?
character?
What?
Have I met Scott's character?
Musk.
Musk.
Do you remember Musk?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember Musk.
would it be
I
Musk?
know Musk.
So if you, you obviously you would know Musk, but if you
I
remember
remember
Yeah,
Musk.
Musk being a part of the
Then
party,
I
then he
would,
would
yeah.
remember.
So it might be Jace's brother?
Half.
Half brother? Sorry. That might be interesting. I'm not sure about that one though.
He's also not a wizard.
Did Musk wear
He's
blue?
kind of a wizard, but whatever.
He's a warlock, yeah.
No, he was a warlock. I came in and they were talking about how he had sacrificed one of the party members.
One.
Several of the party
Several party members.
Okay. Anyway.
Multiple times.
So the Vanguard think they're watching over everything, which makes sense because the Vanguard are sort of in charge. But the problem is that they're off center, so they're not really involved. So why is Volantrue in the middle, playing with a beholder puppet?
Because it could be that something was behind even the beholder.
Dun dun dun.
That all of these people were parts of something, but he's in the center,
They're all
a
pawns.
manipulator, manipulating
Oh, it was young.
all of this.
So it was young Volantrue, if I remember correctly.
Whoever it is, the idea that the beholder was being manipulated by some other force, entity, person. Yeah. That all of this had been caught up in a web, And there's the spider in the middle of the web, pulling strings.
Right. Just drawing Jenny behind me.
And all these things are strings, including the king's men, which are supposed to support the king. Should it be the king that should be or the king that will be?
Wait, who are you saying you're pulling the strings again?
The Volantre, because
The idea of is everything is around it, like in a web. It's all over the place.
if you flatten out a beholder, everything's all around it, like in the direction of its eyes.
True.
Yeah. And the whole idea is that even the beholder usually is not its own instigator. I mean, it might be evil and it might, sit and do things, but most of these things answer to a higher power in the sense of a greater power. And when you think of all the various webs that have been moving around,
That's an interesting insight.
that I see it like a spider web with
We thought-
somebody in the center reaching out, a whole bunch of legs everywhere, feeling here, causing problems here,
Looking.
here.
Looking here, there, and there. It's a
Huh?
beholder. Looking. Beholder eyes.
Yeah.
So you're saying Arosio is being secretly run by Volantre?
Again, kind of. A young Volantre. When was the last time we actually saw young Volantre? Because I know that we've been seeing old Volantre a lot.
You're getting confused. Volantre
No,
and
not
Mavu.
not Marvel.
Not Mavu.
Oh, right. Who's
Mavu.
Volantre again?
Volantre was a
Volantre
mayor.
was the beholder.
Was the
Was
beholder.
the
Who was the mayor?
But the beholder took on a manifestation of a physical form in the form of a Lord Volantre, who was the leader and the ruler of Cauldron when this whole story started. They eventually devolve his position to where he's only a noble, and then further marginalize him until he's just a monster.
So Volantre is still...
The fact that he's physically back and not in beholder form
worried.
is, that's the concern.
So Volantre is... Highness? Again? Is that the takeaway we
I
have?
thought we destroyed Volantre down there.
Well,
We're on a new
timey-wimey,
timey
wibbly-wobbly.
whammy thing.
But then again, we went to the third iteration
Right,
and
and
came
then
back.
did a
and
reset of a
things
bunch of stuff.
changed.
Including Volantre being alive and not a beholder.
So we should endeavor to find... Does the beholder look real, or does it obviously a puppet?
No, it was obviously, it was, if anything, a husk of a dead one.
Ew.
Do beholders have a way to get rid of waste?
They have, I think...
They only exist in Wish. They actually are the manifestation of Wish energy, basically.
I mean, they have...
They are the living embodiments of an insane person's dream.
So they crap consequences?
No, they crap more weird dreams.
If you want a slightly less philosophical answer, they have a disintegrate eye.
I felt that.
At least once.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So...
I don't know what to take from this, to be honest.
Well, I mean, the only thing that I can think to take from it is Volantre being behind everything. But does anybody know where Volantre is?
He's supposedly here in town,
Oh, well...
You
running a
want me?
puppet show. No, really, he actually is.
Oh.
I'm going there right now.
Are we done here?
I am.
Oh,
That's chord for you.
okay. Really quick, can I see your symbol for a second? The 3-ring thing?
Can you show her?
Yeah, I put it on one of the breaks in the wall.
Now I can. Have you ever seen
Thanks.
Adventure Time?
A few episodes, yeah.
Do you know the name Prismo?
No.
Damn. Okay, never mind. Do you know the name Prismo?
I've not seen much of Adventure
Damn.
Time.
Okay. So that's like the perfect description of what a beholder is.
Hey, what?
Beholder.
Somebody goes to sleep and they dream. When they wake up in their dream, that they become Prismo. Or
Okay.
the Beholder. That's what Prismo is.
Wow. I don't want that drink.
So before we can take down wait.
Pseudo Belantru.
So Volantra is changed. No, Volantra is a puppeteer. Okay. Crazy idea. Is Volantra the? Nobody's knocking at the door. Stop that.
Sorry.
Is Volantra the? Who is it? No. Is Volantra?
Hello?
Yeah. Is it possible that Volantra is the current regent?
He is not.
Okay. I guess not. Voice in the sky.
But he still
No,
could
because you met him. You met the regent. Somebody here at the party. One of the party members did. I think it was. I thought it was you and. What's
Yeah, we went downstairs. To
Oh,
go to
no.
You said regent. So.
The Pretender King.
Oh, the
Oh, you
guy.
haven't met him yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's
We
Pretty
met the
short
guy
version
who
is no.
said he should be the king.
he is
Not
going,
the-
he will be king.
Yeah, torture really isn't Volantra's style.
Okay. So I think we should still see
Elimination is. Yeah, destruction.
disintegrate. Right. We should still probably see the person who wants to be king first for the whole gathering of magic thing, and then we'll look into Volantra.
Anybody have a mend spell?
I have mending.
We might need you to mend the thing that I broke.
What courtyard did we set this temple up in?
Specific.
Was it just like a random
Inches.
courtyard or
Yeah.
DVD? Okay.
I imagine there's a few people wondering why
There's
we're
probably-
in the middle of the room.
Probably walking around there going, "What the heck is this thing?"
My house is in the middle of this street.
Okay, but so you guys have talked to Thule, right? And you were told about Padisha Court, right? Padisha Court is the guy who's the. Am I saying that right? Note takers? Is Padisha Court the name of the regent? Padisha Court.
The prince, the one who's supposed
No,
to
the
be
Prince
king?
Prince Reen. I've got him.
Okay, Reen, yeah.
Yeah, Prince Reen Thule II. Yeah,
Yeah, and then Padisha, sure, was the-
Padisha Court was the
Yes.
guy who's the current sitting leader.
I'm a little behind on notes.
Well, now's your opportunity to catch up since there are no other note takers. So hopefully
Yeah.
we'll have a decent amount to explain to them next time. Anyway, so do you wish to go speak to the Padisha then before the?
There was
We have an appointment, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna talk to him about what again? Just so we're all clear.
Yeah, getting Florin to.
Align themselves with gathering magic. Okay.
Yes, the gathering of magic.
And what's our pitch?
that we are going to stand against the others, not in attack, but in defense.
Why do they need us though?
No,
Didn't
we're-
something weird in the sky happen yesterday though?
Yeah, the blossoming.
Yeah, the blossoming.
Yes.
We're just right. Well, one
So,
thing at a time.
so visually, just so that you know what's going on, in the morning, the wreath or the ring of objects around the central core of the candle, which is still there but much thinner, looks more like, instead of looking like a standard one candle light candle, it looks more like a taper now, down the center, with this blossom of white flowers all around it, and the array of the white flowers is probably almost the same size as the surface of Nimbus itself.
Pretty Genesis shit.
Generation.
He likes the word Genesis. Second Genesis ship. Everything's Genesis to him.
Your Genesis ship.
Can I just like? I kind of look back at the building. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't. Whatever.
Because it'll wear out eventually. and
Yeah, I
just
mean,
vanish.
where at the end of the day, if I was just wondering, I'll probably be back. It's fine. People can sleep in there. The homeless. Why not? It's
Okay.
comfortable.
Well, it's inside the palace gardens, isn't it?
Yeah, it's literally in one of the gardens inside the city wall.
No, in the gardens of the city wall.
She studies the rings that you put up there. Actually, she gives you a ring so you can help.
Right,
her.
right. I'm
Right,
just yeah.
made sure it looked like yours.
Alright.
Planning on starting a collection.
Yeah,
That sounded weird.
me too. Given time, I am going to establish jump points.
Hmm?
I'm going to establish, like arches, but jump points for me. Something I've tried.
Oh, that wasn't what I was doing at all. But okay, that actually sounds like a good idea.
So there's one outside the city, just on the other side of the hill,
Right,
on a tree,
right.
and then
And-
there's the one here.
I got this. Isn't okay. Yep, sure. Yep. Yep. Cool. That sounds good.
And I have one on the lintel of the door in the house.
To the castle.
No, our house.
Right.
No.
We're going to the castle.
We are going to the castle.
Right, I
So
get it, I
we're
get it.
here. All we have to do is walk back out of the garden.
Get out of my chapel.
Waka waka waka. Waka waka waka.
Oof.
That was funny. All right. So, when you
She kind of looks like the
approach the courtyard of the where the regent takes his audience, this is actually outside of the palace structure. It's a large palisade style candle, like a tent. It's big, spread, central
a pavilion.
a pavilion. Thank you.
There we go.
That's a word.
It's not a gazebo.
Not a gazebo.
The pavilion.
Anyway, I was almost going to say palanquin, but that's what they carry you in. It's the palanquin. So, the pavilion is also 7 segmented and has the primary colors of the 7. But the soldiery in this case are not wearing the raiment of the red veil, but instead the actual Florentine colors, which are purple with yellow fleur-de-lis.
Okay.
And they are, again, lightly armored. They wear kind of a padded leather with a long sword at one hip and a short sword at the other. A crossbow, ceremonially hung over their back, along with a quiver, a quarrel in particular for 20 bolts. So, they are men of action, not men of words. So,
Look like they're cosplaying.
Cord, you're not wearing any armor at the moment. You
Quiet.
should.
Quiet.
Cord, I want you to realize something. They're more armored than you.
And there's more of them.
No.
You could.
They are more heavily armored than you are.
This is the new low. God.
I want you to realize that.
And this is coming from Mr. 20 hit points over there, right?
I can fly.
This is also coming from Mr. I didn't have a hand before.
I was making fun anyway. Ugh, can't make
It's
fun of
okay,
it without
Clark.
somebody else making
Really,
fun of
you
it.
do very
No.
well. But the point is,
It's so
one
easy
flea
to.
wouldn't kill you, but 1,000 fleas could.
No, the joke
Oh.
I was making was that he was being really
Kinda scared.
uppity about them being so lightly
Yeah,
armored.
snooty
But
about
I
their
was pointing
their
out the fact
little
that he was
pricking
less armored
weapons.
than them.
Get that out of here.
It's like you're not even wearing any armor.
That's what I was going for.
right.
Yes.
I'm wearing bracers.
Right. Yes.
I am wearing
You're disgusting. You may wield a hammer, but you don't don armor, okay?
No need
Bracers
to
are
pick
not
fights,
armor.
boys, says Olivia.
What's that?
No need to pick fights, boys. Referring to the two of them.
This is
Well, for this
person stole
occasion,
my.
she does dress in just a simple cream gown with her holy symbol
Great.
and a green tablet.
Anyway, Padishah Court has a close cropped beard, but he's a very round face, so his beard fills it in to make it even more round. And he looks like one of those people that perpetually is smiling, but the beard makes it even worse. Like he's like he can't not smile. He's got an emblem of his rank around his forehead, like a laurel wreath would be, but it's made out of purple cloth, and every 2 inches or so there's a fleur-de-lis around the outside of it. So it's like a little coronet, not really a crown per se.
Coronet.
And he does have a
Chain of office.
no, he's wearing a big flowing, almost like a choirman's robe,
Okay.
but he's got a lace coverlet over his shoulders. that
Mantle.
are just white, just very white. I'll pass around the image of Paddish Court right there.
You know, put it in front of the camera or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do that when it comes around.
Yep.
Did he look like a person who likes to torture people?
No, he looks like somebody that enjoys life. The
So,
coloration,
yes.
the coloration. No, nice. No, he's very friendly and jovial, joking with people as they come up, and he's very good with the commoners. He doesn't speak down to them at all. As a matter of fact, there's a hint that perhaps his ranking culturally might be farther below. For those on the stream, we'll get you a close up.
Who's making the pitch?
Paddish Court. Second.
I will. I was
And
gonna
of course the
have-
camera.
She will stand with you.
I appreciate that.
That was a good place to freeze.
Yeah.
Just as I was going to show him something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paddish Court.
Remember, think before
Second
you speak.
image. There you
Who's
go.
speaking? So don't worry.
Writing's going to be backwards because of the way we've got it alias. All right. Anyway, Padishah is, like I said, jovial, meeting with people, shaking hands, pressing flesh. Seems to be enjoying himself. Doesn't seem to be too concerned with the difficulties of yesterday or anything like that. As a matter of fact, several of the cases that he handles are resolving issues between SecGen and individuals, and basically acknowledging that there was some challenges with the populace yesterday, but we're so glad to see that those have been rectified. And we have many great new visitors, and we accept the gifts of all of them as they've come from great distances to share with us their blessings or whatever. And finally it cuts up to you guys' turn as you approach. He's like, oh, friends from Cauldron are always welcome. I am so glad to see you. Please tell me you brought several vials of the wonderful waters of the miraculous lake there. We hope so much that we can get blessings of the angelic one.
I'm going to pull out my water pouch, which I filled from a random stream in the forest, and hand it to him.
He thanks you greatly for the gift and passes it on to one of his seconds. This is indeed portentous. You have brought with you the messenger of the Lord himself, the seventh veil one. Please impart your wisdom to us.
I'm just grinning ear
Ten
to ear, looking at you.
He whispers.
So, my name is Robert. That almost sounded like I was going into a musical right there.
Matter of fact,
Yeah. I don't know what you mean about.
he's going to tell.
Yeah,
He's
we're.
going to tell.
I'm not. Bleh. We'll come back to that seventh veil comment. I appreciate the recognition of this. How much? I'll just be straight out with it. How much do you know about others? Others.
If you're speaking of those poor misfortunates in the dare I say, aluminum underwear, I've heard of them.
Yes, those people. You're familiar with the weapons they wield and the.
I've not had the opportunity to see these alleged toys of theirs. I have heard that some people find them very dangerous. I've also heard that others found them utterly useless, and some of them are flat out dangerous to the user.
Well,
All of which is true.
I would like to say first of all that the weapons are far more dangerous than one would care for the probabilities to tilt. We represent a group that we called the Gathering of Magic.
Ah, so you are familiar with the Blue Crater Academy as well as the Red Wizards affiliation, as well as the Indocene priesthood?
So to finish it, the Gathering of Magic is a group that we're starting to form in order to deal with the others. They're becoming. I don't know if it's more how so it is in this area, but where we come from, it's a large problem, and we fear that this problem will spread across all of Nikos, even. So we are here to gather support, to gather arms and political figures and people in order to make sure that when we interact with the others the next time, we'll be able to peacefully negotiate a integration into our society. Because at the moment they're finding that task very difficult, and we want to they're doing it in a rather difficult manner, and we want to step up and hopefully
Get a say.
get a say in the matter. Get a more coordinated say. That way they don't do anything that'll hurt themselves. They won't do anything that'll hurt us, the people of Nikos.
The portents in the heavens indicate that their arrival is imminent.
Right, which is exactly why we're here. We're trying to make sure that when they do arrive, that it's done in a peaceful manner, that they integrate well and non-combatively, and there's minimal loss of life.
But they are of the heavens, so are they like you?
No, I say. They're like me.
They're like us.
Okay, so I guess I should have been a little more in depth with the question. The others are humans.
Oh.
Well, rather, I should say humans are others, but that's kind of just cause and effect.
Aren't you, in a way, a manifestation of us?
I mean,
I have met sect-gens who had wings.
He's not a seven.
is it? I can stand for myself. Sections are born with their wings. I have to earn them. But that's besides the point.
Okay.
The point I'm getting at here is that they're coming. They're powerful, and when they land, there will be a lot of them, and there will be a lot of powerful creatures, and they have it in their minds that they have rights to every square inch of this land of Nikos owed to them. So they will land, and not to sound grim and dark, but they will endeavor to take over everything.
And because your group is going to form, this is going to prevent this wholesale destruction?
With your help, and the help of other nations that we gather, we will hopefully unify against this destructive force and hope to curtail it and possibly prevent it.
And so far, how many nations have you placed under your banner?
Nations? No. But we have to start somewhere. And as you can see, these people walk with an angel, a man who looks like he can rend steel in half, a woman who looks like they can rend something stronger than steel in half, and a mighty cleric of the Lord Veritas. So we are a powerful group of individuals, but what we need is a powerful group of nations.
Yes. And coffers to match, no doubt.
Yes.
So if I were to back your little
Little.
establishment, well, you've already verified you have
Yes.
yet to put any nations online. So
Right.
forgive me for being glib, but a powerful union that does not form unless you have resources behind it.
Of course.
So how much of my coffers would you be asking me to put at your disposal? Because normally people who bring these kinds of portents have some form of economic agenda.
Portent. You think I'm scrying the future?
You have said as much. They are coming and they will destroy.
Okay, they have not. How do I put this? I'm not being they. I'm not saying they as sort of a general like future prediction, just generic they. I'm saying literally the others themselves have stated as such. I have spoken with them. They have declared all of these things. This isn't a portent. This isn't me looking into the future. This is them saying these things.
No offense.
Right.
But in the form of an angel.
Right.
As an emissary for the gods. It only makes sense for you to make portents for the gods.
Okay. I'm not making portents for a god.
Isn't that racism?
No, it's called religious opinion.
Just stop. High charisma. So this isn't a message from the god. This is a very much a Nikos material area problem that we are trying to resolve
By bringing an angel. That's what I'm getting at. You're the spokesman as an angelic form. I'm just clarifying.
Yes, I am an angel. I have wings. I can fly. I can heal people. This is well known. This is not the point.
Right. The point is you're asking for a kingdom to...
I'm asking for kingdoms, but...
Well, why
We
mince
do have
words?
one, the giants.
That's not a kingdom. Well, it's a small
And
nation.
it's
Yes,
not
they
just
is.
him asking; he's asking on our behalf.
No, I totally understand this ring of magic or whatever you're calling it. You are gathering.
Yes.
I'm not sure how much clearer I can make it. If you are asking for us to put our military on alert on your behalf, there is an economic cost.
Right, of course.
So what is the economic benefit to match that?
Benefit?
Yeah.
You don't get killed.
You don't get killed, and you're
So that would be threatening.
no.
So
That's-
the benefit is that why do you wage a defensive war?
You don't wage a defensive war. You create a defense or you wage war.
Exactly. We're creating a defense. We're not waging a war. We're not asking for.
So you're asking me to open
What?
the borders to your refugees then? I'm trying.
Possibly.
I'm trying to
I know.
understand.
I know. Possibly. We need to get other nations involved. Okay. All we need right now, I think, is we need your support in sending. Wait, 1 second.
Yeah, you can't do that because there's none of you.
I know. In-
They're not there.
In
I
our
know.
support, we're just asking for basically something stating that you're behind this, that you're willing to reach out to other nations to get them to gather together.
So you're
and-
asking me to sign on to something.
basically.
What
Possibly-
are the points to which you are asking me to assignate?
Define assignation.
Assign. Assignation is a process of signing.
See, yeah. Okay, see, the problem is that we don't have a group of people with which to discuss how this group of people will operate. We need to gather the group of people first, and then the group of people will establish how they will operate. And then using those operating terms, we will deal with the others.
How large is the province that you govern?
I do not govern a province. I am. Not,
How large is the province that you govern?
It's the Mirror Veil. It's like 1,000 people, I guess.
How large is the province that you govern?
I don't see the relevance in this.
I will answer that question in a
Are
moment.
you talking to me or my past life?
I'm asking the person standing in front of me, asking me to rule my people in a way that would parallel your own. And so I'm asking how many people you have at your disposal to put towards this effort.
How do I answer that?
None.
None.
I think
This
you
is out of
said about
character.
125.
Oh, well, I have a militia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Militia.
Okay.
Which brings me back to a point I made earlier. We are not leaders of nations. Not really. We are powerful people.
Individuals. Yes, I get that.
And we are powerful individuals. That's what we're bringing to the table. We, other than support from Cauldron, which I know you probably don't hold that highly, other than support from High Peak, other than support from the Mirror Veil, all of which I think you probably have some sort of not low opinion of, but it could be better.
They're on the periphery of the kingdom. That's
Right.
the reality of it. It's not that I disparage them. It's just they're far enough afield that I don't have a way to.
And that's exactly what I was getting at. I totally understand that the raw numbers we're bringing to the table isn't that great.
So what I'm asking for is what can you give me as a sign of the validity of your position? Because in order for me to hold that position, I have to know that when I go to bat for it, go to the boardrooms that I can get to talk to them, I have to be able to establish the facts of what you claim.
You need like a reverse contract for people to sign.
What the hell is
A
reverse
waiver?
contract?
Like
Are you talking
the
about a
opposite
waiver?
of the pact.
A non-pact.
A
Yeah,
non-pact.
kind of like that.
Oh, a petition?
Like a reverse initiative.
Historically, they call them the conventions of war. You have to come up with a list of what it is that each kingdom is going to be responsible for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And what they are going to be bringing to the table, but you have to explain to me why I should put my entire nation on a war footing.
Because otherwise, if we are ununified, the others will overrun us, using either sheer numbers or their powerful armaments, and probably a combination of the both. If we are not unified, we will be destroyed. I was trying to skirt around that topic, but I suppose I should.
No, I think that probably would should have led with that.
Yeah, I should have led with that.
We're
I kind of alluded to it a few times.
right.
but
You
yeah.
did. I get
I
it,
mean,
and you're a politician. I get that, and that's necessary as well. And that's coming from a politician. Having said that,
Yes.
the efforts that we would put forth, I have gotten the reports from Cesarine. I am aware of Submariner.
Yes.
I am.
Good.
I'm also aware of reports that several places where the others had unfortunate landing points that did not fare as well
Right.
were summarily overrun in a short period of time.
The places where they landed, or them?
Do you want to know about how many are coming down?
You have intelligence on their actual numbers,
Yes,
and how did you gather that information?
I've talked to them.
So how do I know it's not
I
disinformation coming
talked to
from a
one
spy?
because it was one who had reason to.
No, I'm asking about you.
Me,
dear.
how do I know? I talked
No,
to
how do I know? How do I know you're not a spy? You're the one who's bringing me information from them.
She's a holy woman.
I'm a cleric of Veritas.
Well, fortunately, Veritas is one of the 7, so at least I can trust that.
I'm mildly offended that you.
And a paladin of Veritas.
No, you don't understand. I see you as a divine source.
Right.
But divine sources, from my experience, have their own agenda. And the fact that you wear this multicolored thing, including colors that don't actually exist in the rainbow.
Exactly.
But
That's
do
exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get everybody to work together. All of the colors to work together to do this thing.
Now, go ahead and make your charisma check based on that part.
Okay.
Well, what do you have
Just
enough charm
deep
from
out
all
of
this?
character.
It won't, no,
Can I give him guidance?
No.
You don't want it to be charm. You want to convince it, right?
Yeah.
Because charm has a long-term, lasting non-effect, right? Because eventually they know that you did
Right,
something to
right.
deceive them.
Well, not this one, but I get what you're getting at. Because eventually the charm will wear off, and they'll wonder why they were so hardly convinced.
Right. So I just need you to make a
Just
quick
a
charisma
deep out
check.
character. If you
Persuasion?
recall from last
Charisma
week,
with your modifier.
Yeah, persuasion.
Yeah.
we already got the prince dude to sign on to this. So are we really that into convincing this guy to help us?
No, because this guy's going to make the guy the prince a prince if he actually is convinced that the prince is doing stuff without actually being behind it as well. He could stymie the.
I'm doing something else first.
What did you whisper?
Nothing.
What, inspiration?
Dirty
Four.
20.
Hmm?
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Not natural.
Yeah. I am guardedly convinced that there is a threat from the blossoming flower, but I can't or won't make an effort until you have established at least the 2 bordering nations to also side with you.
That's
because-
all, and that's all we needed from you.
So,
Do you still want to know the number that are coming down?
my tactician certainly will, and I'll gather that information from you momentarily.
We're. This is kind of a weird situation to talk about this. Is it okay to talk about Reen?
About what?
You're Reen. I'm sorry, what was his name? Folo? Volo? Bolo? Molo? Nolo? No, Mofo? The guy we talked to yesterday, the prince.
Reen.
Reen.
Right, Reen. I just said that.
Yes.
Reen
Thrall. Prince Thrall. Yeah.
Roll, yeah. I was wondering if it would be okay if we talked to you concerning him.
Oh, is there a problem with
No,
this?
of course not. I'm just, we talked to him for a little bit.
Oh, really? How did that happen? How did that come to be? I wasn't advised that he had any audiences yesterday.
I suppose that'd be because he's his own free individual. I wouldn't know.
Well, please do continue.
Anyway,
We talked for a short period of time kind of about this, and he, while not in your position to sign any documents concerning leading armies or whatnot, we persuaded him to send out some messenger boats.
You did?
Yes. That's about the extent of that conversation. So we have a little bit of we have some words going out, but we'll be visiting our neighboring nations, because you advised us so. Not
Okay.
advised us, requested. Advised.
Well, I said, yeah, I can't, yeah.
Advised, yeah. No.
Alerted.
Alerted.
You let me know that that's what you're doing. I do find it a bit disconcerting that you went so far as to ask the prince to actually order vessels, since that's not normally under his purview. And I'm not really even certain why you had an audience with him, as he's not supposed to be dealing with anything on a political nature until he actually becomes king.
This really isn't like, that much of a.
Well,
It
go
was
ahead and make a
important.
quick wisdom check.
Screen's frozen.
Check.
Is it again? Oh, the big one is.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Check.
noticing.
By like, what's the skill? Oh my God.
In a wisdom check.
See
Insight.
It's a
Insight?
yeah. It's yeah.
Thanks, Rosema. 24.
Yeah, you remember that your room was bugged,
Yes.
and that the prince was adamant about not talking in that room because the room was bugged.
Right, and I knew that in character.
Right, and therefore bringing that up with this guy could quite possibly be the person who had your room bugged,
Right.
and therefore maybe he doesn't want the prince talking with you. And so
That's
you
what I
kind
was
of threw him sort of under the bus. It's as you're having this conversation, and he's showing an increasing amount of interest in what the prince and you talked about.
Right, and I was very careful with my wording. I went into that knowing about that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
I thought maybe the way you were doing that, you didn't even realize that this guy, this might be a minefield you're walking into.
Yes, I can fly.
And you could get, I know, but you could be putting Reen,
The frick
Prince
you
Thrall,
playing
into
at?
trouble.
A lot of trouble.
You don't know why that would be?
No, I don't know why Reen would say that he could do a thing if he wasn't capable of doing a thing.
No, he totally can. But for you to tell this guy is undercutting what Reen.
Unpolitical.
Yeah,
It's all politics.
you're still.
Any little form
Okay,
of information.
I'm just trying to
sabotage
clarify.
somebody.
The prince called you, said, "Let's get out of here. We need to go talk," and took you guys someplace else.
Right,
so
which is
you
why I
could-
didn't discuss the full breadth of our conversation. I kept it very simple to we already have some messengers going out.
Right.
That's where I ended it.
Okay.
If he wishes to continue this conversation.
Oh no
I
no
can
no no
take
no! I
dance.
just that it. The
Let's-
prince is exerting pressure in places that this guy didn't expect to have pressure. So, you put the prince in a little bit of jeopardy. That's all, because this guy's been waiting for the prince to make a mistake. Okay, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it in the matter, or we can discuss it later. But the
What's
issue
the
is
last word up there for Dungeon and Dragon?
Stream.
stream.
The thing we're doing.
Stream.
The
What
thing-
we're doing.
Yeah, the thing we're doing right now. Anyway,
As long as it's
Just figured I'd keep you up to date on messages.
Sure. No, I appreciate that, and definitely this will cause Prince Thol and I to have a conversation that we might not have had otherwise. So I thank you for that.
I don't see the need why you would have a conversation with him.
No matter, internal.
It's
Internal. So with that, I understand you're staying in the chambers within the palace. Is that correct?
yes.
Good, good. Those will be continued for you. I'll make sure that they bring you fresh linens for the morrow.
You replace your linens every day? That's a little wasteful.
It's a sign of pure opulence. We have so many people out of work. Why else do we keep them employed? We make sure that everything gets taken care of and everybody has a job that way. Neither here nor there. I do ask you to remain in the premises. I will have to see whether or not there's going to be the coronation was supposed to be in 2 days, but I need to check on some things to see, make sure that everything's still flowing properly for that to occur.
What do you mean by on the premises?
Well, we've guaranteed a nice place for you to stay, so
Right.
no need for you to say put yourself in danger by going down into the city itself.
Did you miss the part earlier where I mentioned how he can rend steel, rend stuff stronger than steel, mighty cleric of Viridis, Lord Viridis?
We actually assisted
And-
with the issue.
Like, not to sound egotistical or anything, but we we can take care of ourselves. There's no. I appreciate your being concerned of us, but I can assure you, there's no need for such concern.
All right. Well, anything
Thank
else
you
from
for
the
the
audience?
hospitality, though.
Of course, yes.
Greatly appreciated.
Yes.
Oh yes, I
It's
do
quite
have a
nice.
question.
Oh, Olivia has to take off. Everybody say bye.
Bye, Olivia. Sorry you gotta go.
All right. So,
I do have a question.
sure. You have a question.
If I could find the paper I wrote it down on. It was about the Paladin of Paladins guy.
Martyrus, Crownless, Master at Arms, Warrior Extraordinaire.
Uh-huh.
What about him?
Who is he? Or was he? And why is there a thing of him down in the armory?
Because he's the paladin of the paladins. Come on. You gotta have a thing to him.
Where were you that you saw this?
The armory.
Oh, there it is.
And this was near the magic items?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the shield, the painted shield. Yes. What can you? What do I need to tell you about him? He's the ancestor of the great unnamed one, said to be the rescuer of all humanity.
Ancestor of the great unnamed one. And how did his shield?
Hmm?
How did his shield come into your possession?
Ancestry.com.
Thank you very much.
kidding.
Oh.
In America today, that word follows the. Make sure you check out the sponsorship packages at patreon.com/Nikos.
Alrighty.
No. Whew. Yeah. The ancestors of the subject left it.
Mhm.
I shouldn't say it. The ancestors of the unknown one.
Lovely. Can I have? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you wish to earn it? There is a way for you to earn
Really?
it. Yeah.
And,
Oh, he doesn't want any more armor.
what?
Yeah, you don't want armor.
I'm making my own armor. What are you saying?
You were just complaining earlier about people that wear armor.
I was saying their leather armor is really wussy. Like, if you're gonna wear armor, go big.
Now you've done it. The Paladin goes, "Excuse me, would you like to have a test of arms with our master at arms?"
Oh, I'd love to see this.
Hey, buddy. We all have our time to shine, and obviously mine's just not been around as of late.
You're an idiot.
Okay, go be quiet. Yes, I'd love to have a challenge with the Master at Arms.
There's nothing about you that I do not despise right now.
Mm-hmm.
There is literally like 5 different hairs out of place in your head. There's literally nothing about you right now, in this moment, I do not despise.
I
He
have
doesn't
no
have
hair.
any hair.
Oh, he's bald again?
Yeah.
No, he has
exact-
to shave. He has to shave it off.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was about 5 hours ago, so it's.
I thought disintegrating me and then resurrecting me fixed that.
Oh, do you want me to do that again? See if I
Oh
can
no,
fix it
no,
again?
you're right. You did fix that.
Yeah.
No, because you still have it.
I don't still have it.
Oh, you don't still have
We banished it to hell.
it. Okay.
Remember he said that he
That's
has,
right.
like,
He keeps
new
a little
babies.
shave, so he's.
There's
fine.
like 5 different stones on your bald head that are not shined properly.
Okay. You don't have to be a part of this. You three can go do whatever.
Oh
you
no,
want.
we're gonna make an investment out of it. We will have a feast this afternoon in honor of our visitors from Cauldron. We will invite everyone within the kingdom to join in the festivities.
Oh my god.
And
Only knows a particular note.
what?
No, that's a out of character
Okay, out
comment.
of character comment.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
wouldn't invite everybody.
Oh, nonetheless, we're definitely going to make this a festival. Let's call it the Festival of the Fool. Yes, no, just kidding. That's a horrible one. Oh, by the way,
That's
did
very
anybody...
undiplomatic of you.
I know, that's why I dropped it off.
You spelled it F-U-L-L, correct?
If you right.
Of a fool.
The full. Because we'll be so full at the end of the video.
Ah.
Anyway.
All right.
You have
So
Yeet.
no armor.
The guy comes in doing
Don't
backflips.
care.
Unless we go back to Cauldron and we get you some.
I guess it's like an ogre that's like 20 feet tall.
No, he's looks like a half elf. He's wearing his armor is patchwork in color. All 7 veils represented.
Hey!
It's a step in
He's
the
like,
right
my
direction.
people.
He's
wait a
like-
minute.
But this can't. Is this the
He's
herald?
got- as he comes to as he finishes his double backflip, you realize he's still wearing his swordsman's hat, the big flat one with the feather off the side of it.
Okay.
So he does backflip, double backflip, and a half twist, so that he's facing you.
Good
when he gets to
herald.
the end.
Nice herald. Now where's the actual master at arms?
He steps forward, takes off his hat, bowing with a flourish to the king. I mean, to the Padishah, I should
I
say.
think you should visit Cord tonight. I think this second blow to his ego is probably going to disturb him, and I
Gonna-
want to make sure that he'll be okay tonight.
Look down the hallway to
Okay.
see where the actual champion's coming from.
What am I doing?
When he does the flip, takes off his hat, and as he takes off his hat and bows, he's definitely of half elf. He's got pointed ears. The back of his neck has been trimmed, and
Oh, I
then
get it.
there's all kinds of eldritch symbols, like trimmed into the back of his neck all the way around. Fancy little flourishes and such like. And he says to the Padishah, he says, "My lord, I am Villic, your servant." And he bows so low that his hair from his head touches the tops of his outstretched right foot.
Holy shit.
He stands back up, puts the hat back on, starts walking in a circle, half circle around you, shaking his hands, popping his neck. "So, you're the great warrior of Cauldron I have heard so much from."
I was just going to Umara.
I'm sorry, what?
You
Oh!
spoke your name. No, I'm second there. I'm second. So how we do it in Cauldron is you fight me first, and if you beat me, then you work your way up.
He's just sticking himself.
So, let me get this straight. You don't think your best is enough to fight me? So you're going to send your second best because you think somehow you'll have a backup and
No,
I'll be
I'm going to
exhausted
fight.
when I
I'm
finish?
gonna fight the massive dude who's gonna come out of that door when you're done doing your little show here.
He kind of chuckles, pulls on his gloves.
This is what happens when a 20 strength fighter meets a 20 dex fighter.
I'm gonna take out my glove that I got earlier today and sort of limber it up.
As you flap it, it falls to pieces because it's just custom. So it
Fun
just
thing
falls
is
apart.
I'm only level 16.
Oh, whoops. Not the best show there.
Anyway, he says, he turns back to the Padishah. "My lord, how shall this be accomplished? Death or something a little less dangerous to our visitors?"
First blood!
"Oh, that would be far too easy. Let's go 5 touches."
I was saying that because he'd never be able to draw blood on you because he uses exclusively bludgeoning weapons. Go get him!
All right. Do you agree with those rules?
Yeah.
You're gonna get destroyed.
I know. It's fine though.
5 touches? You realize that he doesn't actually have to touch you in a manner to hurt you. He just have to touch you.
Now, it touches with a
Well,
blade.
I don't have weapons. I have my hands.
Oh, you are in so much trouble.
Oh boy.
So you're walking forward, just popping your knuckles, no blade,
Fucking-
no maul, no nothing?
Nope.
God, hold on. If you break this, I unhook my mace and I toss it down to him. If you break this, I'm gonna be very pissed at you.
Okay.
Are you going to ignore it? You can fight with bare hands if you
I'm
want.
gonna take it. I'm just gonna throw it at him.
It's a bludgeoning weapon. I figured you'd love it.
Okay. Shall we begin?
Yes. My armor class is 10, by the way.
Okay.
Mhm.
My armor class is...
Don't, you don't have to tell me. It's fine. You don't have to tell me.
Fine. If I told you, you wouldn't understand anyway.
Why did I get a nat 20 and you got a 3?
Because you're going to get to swing first.
Whoa. Outracing the dex fighter.
And with a 4, he swings clumsily.
It's not heavy enough.
No, not only that. To add insult to injury, I'm going to attempt to parry the attack.
Well, parry a 4.
With a 22.
Okay.
Make a dex save to hold on to it.
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to.
Nope.
That's fun.
The mace
Can
goes
you
flying
defend
across the
corn
room.
again?
With what now again?
Does it
The
break?
corn?
The corn.
That's it.
The corn?
Does it break?
Remember?
No.
You
Not only that.
remember?
Not only that. That was a dex action in his defense.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
hasn't even started his attack run yet. So
No.
now you have no weapon.
Okay.
I call for a person to come over. Can you bring us an ear of corn, please? Make popcorn?
Nice. Nice. Pop.
I'm like eating it from the ear.
Nice. Nice. Actually, they fall all off the ground, but that's okay. It's a nice thing.
Alright, it's into a bowl. Here you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
So
it.
he
pick
has
them up
he has
here.
multi-attack, 3 attacks per round.
Well, so do I.
So his first is going to be a
13.
14.
It's gonna hit. I got a 10 armor class.
That's 1.
Touch.
Well,
Well, even if
15.
I had a high armor class, he would have just touched my armor, right?
Yeah, that was what I was getting
that's
at.
what I'm
earlier.
getting at.
Okay.
15. All he has to do is actually get
He's a
it.
dex fighter. He doesn't have to actually hit you that hard. His entire goal is to hit you.
He misses one of those, so you do
Wait,
get 2 touches.
I have this thing called Vigilant.
What does that do?
Wait. Vigilant.
What does Vigilant do?
Let me get
Means
my
he doesn't tap
PH.
when he attacks. Oh,
Let me
that's
get my
magic reference.
PHB.
You don't even know what your abilities
What?
are.
Vigilant. What is this? I've never heard of Vigilant.
What is it called? Sentinel. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're the Sentinel feat. That doesn't
Come on.
help you here.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Sentinel allows you to not be surprised, right?
Yeah,
No,
it's basically if somebody attacks him, somebody other
It's
than
a
him, he gets to
control
make an
thing.
attack. If somebody runs up to him to do an attack, he gets to react as an attack. But no, that's pull-on master. I don't know. Sentinel does a few things. It's fine. It prevents people from leaving his threat area.
It's control. Is
Yes.
What it is.
It controls.
It doesn't help. It does not help.
No, you do not want. You don't want this guy in your space. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
this
what.
is an that's more when you're in an AOE kind of
Okay.
thing.
And you take a total of 4 hit points of damage.
He hit you with a blade.
Oh, okay. I accept that now.
And it just pokes you. Poke, poke, poke.
Punch his head off.
He goes, "That's 2. Your turn."
Okay.
You also
I'll just
make-
try and tap him with my fist. That's a 22.
That's a 19 though, because you attack. He actually parries. You're swinging with your fist. He actually turns the blow away, so it misses.
Is he doing karate now?
No, he's actually using his weapon to
I know,
hit.
but you did a karate
Yes.
thing.
But
It's
wait
called a
moment.
riposte.
If he hits with a 22 and you hit with a 19,
I'm hitting. I'm actually. If I successfully hit, I'm counterattacking his attack weapon.
Also, if
So you actually get touched again.
if he's a
That's a 20.
specific kind of fighter,
Ooh.
19 counts as critical.
Now so parries that, which means he won't have an attack this round. But he does parry that as well.
Okay.
That's 2 more touches.
28. That's a crit.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Good boy.
go ahead and land. Go ahead and do your damage.
It'd be 7.
So yeah, it's maxed out. Right? You can't crit with a fist, but go ahead and you still get max damage. So.
Oh,
So it'd be 7. He doesn't
Yeah.
roll for his fist. It'd be
Yeah.
7.
Oh, so that's 9
It-
damage.
What? No, 7. You do 1 point of damage with a fist, plus your strength mod of 5, so it's 6, and then you do 2 1 points of damage, which is 7.
I have Tavern Brawler. Do a D4.
God fucking! Why do these people have tavern brawler?
Because he likes to be a tavern brawler.
Ugh.
So it's
I
9.
like to
Okay.
be able to use any.
Wait, no, it wouldn't be 9 then. It would be. Oh wait, no, yeah, it would be 9. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna reach out and flick him in the face.
He goes 4 to 1. That sounds fair. You guys got that one through, so he doesn't even bother. Now he attacks with his second attack.
Yep. Yeah,
And
that's it.
Wow, that went exactly as I expected it to.
Oh, and another D.
I'm gonna go get his mace and break it.
You.
1 point of damage.
What?
Another 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And 3 saving throws.
Uh
Fail.
Get 2 more.
Or what are they? What are they though?
They're
Embarrassment
Constitution
saves.
saves.
That's a 14.
14 will miss.
16.
That one makes it, and a third one.
20.
Okay. So you're just violently ill, having to run to the bathroom for the night because the blade had a little bit of dysentery on it.
Depending
Who
on
fights with freaking crap on their blade?
People that stab people in the ass for being smartasses.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
I'm going to depending on the broken mace repair.
He didn't.
I was just kidding. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
He picks it up. It acts like he's gonna break it, but he's not gonna break it.
I will
Oh,
smite you.
He goes, now imagine 20 of us against you, because we don't fight one-on-one. We fight as teams. We connect. We're sword brothers. That's the reason why you come from the country.
Can I have my mace back?
I apologize for him.
Oh, no. So we expect this all the time from our country brethren.
Country brethren.
That's a nice way of saying pumpkin.
Alrighty. Well,
He's calling you a country boy.
I've been
Country
thoroughly shamed.
Only road I know.
What do you expect? You're wearing no armor and carrying no weapon you're familiar.
I just wanted to know about the freaking
It's right at
paladin
8
guy.
o'clock. Let's take a real quick break, guys.
Yeah, but then why did you have to
I just want to know
challenge
about
them?
the
Okay.
You're welcome.
Kadum-dum.
But I'm
But I'm done.
All right. So far, what we've done is
Well, we did the
Nothing.
thing. We did the thing we wanted to do this session.
I got my ass kicked by some prissy boy with a weird hat and a long sword.
Nobody at this table would put any money on you to winning that fight.
No, maybe me.
No,
really?
No.
not with no armor and no weapon that he
No,
can
not-
shoot.
And the
I would-
rules are
here's the
totally
thing.
biased against you in your fighting style.
Here's the thing. I would actually use a weapon. I am not ignorant.
I was gonna
He
throw
did.
it
He actually did try to use a weapon. Just to
at
Again, you should make sure that he's okay tonight.
What is going on? Here's camera.
No, I can, if I can take some time out, I can learn cure disease.
No. First of all, it's lesser restoration. Second of all, I mean like an emotional level.
Oh, a lesser restoration.
Right. I'm just saying it would be a lesser restoration to cure his dysentery. I'm saying it would require some psychological counseling to cure his damaged ego.
I'm gonna have to get better at dexterity, obviously.
I hold his hair while he's vomiting.
I don't have hair, goddammit.
No.
Okay, two things. First of all, he's not vomiting.
Hey, and if you're holding his hair, that's in a part of his body where he never shows anybody.
And
so.
second of all, if you're holding hair away from the
God.
area where fluids are exiting,
Shut up, John.
then your relationship has gone far beyond anything I ever hinted at.
That's what I was thinking too, but I wasn't going to say it, but I said it.
Whoa!
You guys brought it there, not me.
No!
I said hair.
No.
Yeah, he has no hair except there.
Huh?
Where?
How do you know that? Hold up.
I don't know. What does your character think on the matter?
There we go.
Does he utilize the
Now
lawnmower
we're back.
2.0?
All right, character name, class, race, going this way around, and
Ellie,
Hashtag sponsor everyone. Hashtag sponsor Nikos D&D Patreon.
Patreon.com/NikosDD.
Anyway.
Hi.
no, class Nikos.
Slash Nikos?
Yeah,
No Nikos D&D?
not Patreon. Patreon is straight Nikos.
Okay, yeah.
Promise.
Anyway.
I promise. Twitch is D.
Go ahead, Ed.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play Yamara Brightwood, the ancestral barbarian, and I'm human.
My name is Bryce. I play the character Raldrum. He's a divine soul sorcerer Asmar.
I'm Jean. I play Miri, the cleric of Veritas.
I'm Cord. I play. Oops. Yeah.
Torg, Lord
I'm Cord. I
Torg.
play a young man from California.
Oh, God.
What?
Torg, Lord
That's my
Torg.
Cord. Goliath fighter.
Since I was sitting in
Nice.
his chair, I was going to be like, hi, I'm Andrew. I play Jace.
I think they would have noticed. I really do think that. I really think they would notice. Now, if you'd have said you were Kush, maybe not.
Do you have another card? I'm going to update his.
Good lord.
Do I have another cord for card of Torque?
Oh,
Card of cord. A card for cord.
Of cord, I target.
He's gonna need a 4x6 to fit all of his names on there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
He's gonna need like 2 lines.
Keep
Ooh.
quiet.
Well,
I wonder
that's-
if your name is like Iambic Pentameter.
Well, that's...
No, that'd be Drock.
Lord Cord of... Wait.
Drock.
Torg, Lord Cord of Cord.
This is why I folded this way.
Grot.
Not.
Torg is
I don't know what
T-O-R-G, right?
Grot. Well, Torg. The opposite of Torg would be Grot.
Groff?
What?
Yeah, because it's backwards.
If you're talking palindromatic,
No, Iambic Pentameter, like the Shakespeare
gotcha.
thing. Not the palindrome. What?
oh, he's a haiku.
Yeah, we could make his name a poem.
Oh my God.
575.
No. Don't do it. And thus.
Lord Torg, of course, is only 4. We're missing one.
Huh?
We need there needs to be 10
How about
pairs of
Cord
syllables.
the shamed, Cord the defeated, Cord the dysenteried.
Wow.
That.
The
I'm-
dysentery.
Well, I think that's appropriate since what was the other one you were
He
mispronouncing?
slashed me with a
He
sword.
did not
covered in
slash
crap.
you. He never slashed
He
you.
poked you.
He poked you.
It's rapier. You poke people with a rapier. It's even more insulting to you because it's not even
You
slashing
got
damage.
you just get you get pinprick, and that's why he does the damage because you can't have a single point of damage. You have to take the whole thing. See, he's humiliating you even as he was humiliating you.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have to...
I'll knock on the door occasionally. Like, Cord, do you want me to fix that?
No, I'm fine.
Make sure you drink a lot of fluids, okay, man? Fluids are important.
She's gonna punch the wall and curse.
Why don't
the
you
world.
talk to Cord?
Through the wall. Through the door.
Cord,
Through the door.
Lord, cord of cord.
And then when he needs to hold his hair up, it's
And
okay.
then just
Oh, shut the.
and I'm like have watermelon
I
cantaloupe.
really should bring my calligraphy pens and do it.
For a second, my brain heard color graffiti. Plates.
Color graffiti.
Yeah, my calligraphy. So, I think we did kind of what we
You have interesting ears.
Yes, I do.
Are they pointed like elves?
No.
No?
So I suppose the only thing we could do right now that isn't on the to-do list is investigate the tower that was at one point being rained on and has now had a light on it. Or
And then back to the reading
and
again.
then back to raining again.
The gentleman left
Do
with
you
a
think you
halfling
maybe should blow forewarn
with the
Prince?
pistol.
Okay, stop. There's two people talking to me. What?
Should you forewarn the prince that you let drop that he sent ships out?
I don't know how he was planning on hiding that. It was the 4 fastest ships in his navy. The dude wasn't going to walk out and notice that there was going to be 4 ships missing.
He
Maybe it wasn't the regular navy.
Too bad I'm not in the bathroom.
It's a secret navy?
Bathroom.
What's that?
Too bad I'm in the bathroom.
I want to have this conversation. Give me it. Okay, never mind.
But what I'm
Mary.
thinking is,
Miri, it's late. I don't think we should be discussing such things while it's this late.
Are you looking at him?
you're
Do it again.
blinking with the wrong
Miri, I think it's a little late to be discussing things right now. We should
Maybe I
discuss
should-
it when
yeah.
it isn't so late.
by
I
late he
understand.
means
I will throw something at you.
perverted. That's what he means. Friggin' wizard eyes, like. That's what he
Swear to
means.
God, Cord, don't you dare.
That's funny.
Should I go out to the temple and pray?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Wait, whose temple?
The one you put up.
I mean, okay, I of course will not be the one to turn away a cleric.
Okay, for clarification, as you come back by, there are workers out there taking hammers and chisels trying to knock it down.
I'll let them try. They'll have fun with it. They'll learn that I'm here to stay. You're more than welcome to enter in there, but I want you to know, like, I know you don't exactly like abide by the veil like thing, but that isn't like green veil. It'd be like if somebody who was worshiping Saint Cuthbert walked into a temple of Zephyr and decided to pray there to Saint Cuthbert. It's a little weird. It's like walking into somebody's house to place a
I
phone
thought
call
you
to somebody
took
else.
everything.
Yes, I did. Which is why it's okay for you to do it. I'm just letting you know that it might be a little weird. If it's not weird to you, it's not weird. But it might be a little weird to some
Technically,
people.
Well, you did
Real.
put a symbol of hers inside.
I did do that.
And
So you are
she's-
accepted in there. I'm just saying it's not your veil. It's everyone's veil.
Like
Communism.
And
Wow.
Wow. I like that bomb. The communism.
Oh, you mean the My Little Pony
Dude,
episode
making sure
where
you're paying
everybody was
attention.
equal?
does your symbol look like the Olympic symbol or like the Nissan
No,
symbol?
three.
It's only
Three
three.
interconnected
So-
rings.
So it's the Nissan symbol with the 3 rings. That's what it is.
Econ.
Nissan?
Nissan, the car manufacturer.
I know who the Nissan is!
You
I
talking
don't
about Toyota.
think it's
No.
Nissan though.
Toyota is that weird symbol with like the T thing.
It's 2 rings. Yeah,
It's got like a T symbol.
it's 2 rings.
You're thinking of
Nissan
Ford.
is like Nissan is 4 rings.
You're talking about Audi.
Oh, Audi.
Audi's the rings, and that's 4
Sorry.
rings.
There's 4 rings.
I know. I said 4 rings.
No, you said, and hers is 3.
I was like asking, is it like a triangle or is
It's
it
a
It's a
like
triangle.
a line? Oh, okay.
A
It's
triangle.
It's trying to be the Olympic
I'm
rings, but there's
sorry.
not enough rings.
It represents sentient life, animals, and plants, all in Nikos.
Oh, that's actually really cool. I like
And then around the outside, I've added, behind it is the book. So you just see the edges of the book at
The
top
silhouette.
and bottom.
Anyway, you're more than welcome to pray in there.
And dragons now around the outside.
If they bother you with all their tapping and whatnot on the walls, I will endeavor to get them to leave. If they like bother you specifically, I think you have your own methods of doing that. But no, you're more than welcome to go in there.
She goes out there and says, could you stop?
No! Don't get them to stop. I want them to learn that this is not going to be something that they can accomplish. You mayn't.
I thought you physically make a place that can be
No,
destroyed.
I make it's an 8th level spell.
It's a wall of force thing.
It's basically walls of force. Hold on. Temple of the Gods.
I looked at this just because I thought I could break it down.
The temple is made from opaque magical force that extends into the ethereal plane, thus blocking ethereal travel into the temple's interior. Nothing can physically pass through the temple's exterior. It cannot be dispelled by spell magic, and anti-magic field has no effect on it. Disintegrate destroys. It makes no reference that nothing can destroy it, but I imagine that they're going to be using some pretty interesting chisels if they're able to break opaque magical force.
No, I just was clarifying. You can't even be dispelled.
It can be dispelled if you cast Disintegrate on it, but
Okay.
you know that's a 7.
Well, the thing is that you built it within the city limits without approval, so eventually they're going to have to step up their game.
And eventually, at the end of the day, I'll just go my way anyway.
Yeah.
But I want them
That's
to
what I
learn.
was getting at. Yeah.
I want them to learn that this is my religion standing firm and hard against those that would deter it.
Until it goes away.
Until it just goes away on its own.
You're trying to make a symbolic statement.
Yes, I'm making a
about it.
symbolic statement.
A
About a
temporary
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 symbolic
statement.
statement. You may go in, do not bother them.
In other words, you're an American sculptor,
Yes. Anyway, you may enter, don't bother them.
like
if they bother
the
you.
one that put the flags up. You remember that? You probably don't. In
She
the
looks at him and
1980s,
says very
after
good.
I remember that, huh?
He's
I
younger
would
than me,
remember that.
John. I wasn't even born in the 80s.
Shut up, you guys! Shut up!
You mean the guy who had all the
The big banner, the big flags. That
Yes,
put up.
person that is as old as John. Remember the times that there's flags put up.
well, that not just the flag.
And then
but
they
I'm
wonder
talking about the wall of sheeting
Yes,
across
walls of
the
sheets.
hill.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Reminiscing about a time that you both communally remember. How nice.
Yeah, howdy doody.
Don't be so
Clarabelle
uppity,
the
bro.
clown.
You got a guy with flags. You got frickin' Fortnite Black Hole. That's
I swear. Why did you bring that up?
What?
This stupid video game. It's actually kind of a cool marketing trick, not gonna lie. That was kind of fun. No, it wasn't. No, I'm sorry.
She
you didn't
will
get
go
your
out to
fix
the
for 2
temple.
days.
Was that?
She will go out to the temple and say,
Just
And
go
go
in.
in.
Just go in. Thank you.
Okay.
and at first it's just a simple prayer. Just
Sure.
pray. And she says, after her prayer, and she says something about, oh, you were going to give me plans for a temple. I know right now we're busy, but I could hire builders who could build it in my absence. If you have time.
I'm just with my friend that can build his own temples. You wouldn't.
And I'm using his temple to call you.
Yeah. I'm kidding. I'm not. I won't be that facetious. I think it's funny.
At least she's not going to like Zeus's altar.
And she says, thank you for my kitten.
That's probably dead. No offense.
You know. And it's a simple prayer. She's not doing divination
Okay, got
or augury
No
or
worries.
anything like that. Just
Okay.
simple prayer, thank you very much, and I hope I'm doing your work. Okay.
Well, as you're getting ready to leave, you see an urchin sitting down in the corner, sitting on her haunches, down low on the ground, little bowl out in front of her. She goes,
She walks forward.
in a kind of a gravelly voice, a little deep than what you expect for a female urchin of this age. The voice says,
Have you time to dance with me?
Do I have what?
You have time
Capture
to
it.
dance with me.
Bring it back. Torture.
Well, I'm not getting the word. Do I have time to?
Dance with me.
I don't
You ever
get
just get the feeling like going down your
he's
spine?
not going,
insight.
sure.
It just seems wrong that this child comes out of nowhere and ends up in the temple.
No, it's sitting on
Well,
the
in
corner
front
waiting
of-
for you to leave. I said that. It's
Oh.
waiting for you to leave, and as you leave, it's sitting on the corner, and it motions for you to come over. And then when you get close enough, it whispers, will you dance with me? Do you have time to dance with me? Actually, it was those words. Do you have time to dance with me?
Party's trigger word. Dance.
And time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a trigger sentence.
It's an entire.
Insight.
I would run the opposite
Okay.
direction. No, thank you.
14.
14 to do what? Dance?
No, she's looking for insight.
Oh.
Yes, the child continues. My mother was taken from me, and you have her semblance, and I so miss her. Would you please just dance with me for a time? It's really important.
Oh God, it's a child predator.
And then,
Turn of a phrase.
Oh, the turntables.
Oh yeah.
there's a whole new meaning to that.
Welcome to
What,
Nightcats.
what's worse than wait, hold on. It, like rips away the paper. It's like racist. What's worse than a racist? Boom, a child.
Welcome to Night Club.
A child.
No, but you can come with me. And
No, I insist. Wisdom save. DC 19.
Oh my. Miri. When little children with bowls on the street.
It's a 16.
Okay,
D100 for a reason.
you do have D100.
Oh, yeah.
I've
name
run
tag.
years to
Oh,
D100.
Name tag. Name tag.
Or name tag, that works
Name
too.
tag,
Name tag.
reroll.
Name tag done.
I have a plus.
D100 would have been a lot easier and not have to waste your
Wait, right?
name tag.
I mean,
If I get a D100, and
Okay.
No, you have to be here first to get
I know.
D100.
yeah.
if I get the D100,
You can do all kinds of crazy shit because you got 100 plugins, but it's a
I'm
one-time
doing
roll.
the D100.
Oh, you're doing the
I
D100.
could probably bring down the candle.
There we
No,
go.
I'm just kidding.
Oh boy. Super resistant.
25.
Plus 10, 35.
Okay, you feel the green the green glow around you, and a voice behind you says, "There'll be no dancing today." And the little guy, the little person. As that voice happens, the little child in front of you transforms into goblin form. It says, "Tell my lady I'm coming for a dance." And the spirit of Viridis basically escorts the little goblin away from you.
May I have this dance?
Thank you.
So, you have a story to tell when you get home.
Yeah.
Guess who I met today?
Okay. She comes back. She's just a little bit
Frazzled.
rattled. That goblin, in the guise of a child, was waiting outside the
I'm
temple
sorry,
when I came
what
out.
now?
Inside or outside?
Outside.
Outside.
Just wanted to make sure. I'm just making sure.
No,
that-
you made sure that nothing could get in. I
A
heard you.
fiend.
Yes.
Fiend. Fiend.
And Meredith appeared and
Not fiend.
well,
Okay.
she asked me if did I have time to dance.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, I know what you're going to say. Don't. I'm scared for my life right now. She should be. He might be. So we're going to need you to be calm and reasonable about this. Otherwise, I'm going out that window and leaving you all behind. Because I won't tolerate a rampage by you. I don't have the HP for it as much as Cord likes to announce.
Wow! Boy, they are really racking on your emotional state, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're crushing you.
I can't stop from smiling.
That's
So
right.
Meredith intervened on my behalf because apparently I was not making a right choice, and he helped me make the right choice.
A whole part of the French, a whole ass god descended from the heavens to help you out?
I think he was there not in the
Champion.
flesh.
Fair enough.
He was not there in the flesh, but in the spirit.
Well, I mean, he doesn't.
But he did escort the goblin
Anyway.
away.
Oh, nice. How nice.
It was in the spirit,
I'm
wasn't
gonna
it?
come out of the bathroom.
Yeah, there was no physical form.
Okay.
Like trail of toilet paper.
His voice was there,
Yeah, trail to it from the back of your boot.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
and he, shall we say, I was vouchsafety in his presence.
That's good.
Are you going to withhold the message that the goblin told you? Or?
Oh yeah, says I'm coming for a dance with you.
With me?
No, for me.
Oh, with you.
Really?
That's what she asked. for.
Really? Is that what you took from what I said? I said, tell her
Tell.
I'm coming for her dance.
Male. Wasn't talking to
Oh,
you.
it was you. Tell her he's coming for a dance with you.
Rogum starts to walk towards the window.
Huh. You know, when they say goblins are actually intelligent creatures.
I don't understand why he wants to dance with you.
I know. That's all that
Do you
matters.
want to tell them the full story? Because they may have forgotten the full story
I was here
of
for
this
it.
little. I know.
I
That's
think it's
why.
kind of sweet, little goblins to dance
First
with
encounter
you.
with Atherton, I kept failing my wisdom saves. And I kept having to dance the
No.
samba.
Before that,
Before that?
how you met him.
Oh.
Because they need to know how really vile the
Oh,
little SOB is.
We attempted to save all the
Kidnapped
children. When we were in the process of it. We were in the process of saving one of them,
A halfling female.
the halfling female that was defiled and killed.
He was in the process of defiling
He was-
her, in the worst possible definition of that phrase. They caught him corpus delicti
Okay.
and dragged him off of her, and he was such an SOB that he was able to force the rogue in the party to make a wisdom save and slipped through by turning invisible in his hands and got away. Second time they met him, he used dominate to make her dance.
I got a new hit list, remember?
Oh,
He's
no,
been
no,
on
no,
the
no,
hit
no.
list for a
This
long
is-
time,
this
and you'll
is
be
my
standing in
hit
line
list.
behind her. This is the
That's-
one that's chosen her during the third of the rogues gallery. This was a goblin that walked up behind her
That's why
and put
I
his
asked
hands
you
on her
what it-
hips and said, "This one's mine."
That's why I asked what it felt like to disintegrate him.
Yeah, I'm kind of remembering that now. It felt too easy. Sad to say.
I'm gonna get my maul.
We need to get him a maul and a suit of armor.
I'm working on it.
A vile creature, to be sure.
Cord? I don't cord.
Oh,
No,
and I
did
still
say
carry
I was
around the
having my
little girl's
subjects
doll that
build
she
my
had.
armor in my absence, though.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
I got
finished.
that.
When you get back, you'll have it.
Oh, really? Okay, good. I was about to say, like, we're not waiting a month for you to finish this damn thing. We got too
Don't
many
worry.
things to do. Okay,
I
good.
gave them strict instructions.
No,
What
you
do
have
you
you have 2 more days till the coronation, and then you guys will be going home anyway. So.
Okay. So the next day. So tomorrow, do you guys want to visit the building that had the has the odd weather around it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good
So-
night, guys.
It's a little bit late to be staying up talking
I'd
about
like to be able to talk
things.
to you.
Yeah, we should all turn in.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
late to be talking about
I don't have a
things.
bloodborne disease, and I don't have to crap my guts out all night. And look at me, I get to go to bed.
Do you? Again, I am offering to fix this.
Oh.
He's
I can
offered
fix
like 3
this.
times.
Oh, look at me, I have pity.
Nice.
I am almost like an angel. This is what I do. I heal this. I literally heal the sick.
Are you saying?
That is like point number 1 on the angels like list of things to do. Heal the sick.
I offer to
Defend the defend. I'll go back to whatever the list was in a minute. But first one is heal the sick. Defend the weak. That's the second one.
establish justice, ensure domestic
I'm not
tranquility, provide for the common defense,
Stop.
promote the general welfare,
Stop.
and establish
Stop.
Domestic
Stop.
tranquility.
the
Secular.
blessings
Stop.
of liberty
Life
to
liberty.
ourselves and our posterity. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Nice.
Well done.
Now, you may be all that, but I'm sick.
I can fix that.
I'm gonna fart really loudly, and in response.
Roll a d6.
Whoa!
Roll a d6.
It was a.
6 points of damage.
No,
It was a covert. Oh, shit.
no, worse. Come on, roll
It
a
was
d6.
covert. It was a covert operation.
2.
Yeah, no, it's a lot more than one.
It was a
Yeah.
covert op.
Now it's over. All over.
Just a little
Clothing.
side note.
She doesn't wait.
Very
She
moist.
puts her hand on it and casts lesser restoration.
Still.
There. Now, without against his will, she did.
I very precisely aim my disintegrate bow and disintegrate his clothing.
Too bad you don't have targeting.
All right, I'm gonna limp back to the bathroom.
Don't need it anymore. She just did it.
Oh.
She did lesser restoration. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Also,
You made me cast a 6th level spell
To disintegrate your
to
clothes.
disintegrate clothing that you soiled that I could have prevented with a 2nd level spell.
I'm just
Waka waka, welcome to Nikos.
listen.
he's literally turning red.
What did they prepare you for up there? Cause like, was this not in your like rule book?
There's
or
not a
something?
there's not a training session. We just kind of take things as they are. I wasn't expecting to meet somebody who would refuse to be healed of a diarrhea illness and would instead would
And
rather
nobody
shit their
expects the Orange
pants.
Veil
It's
the Orange Veil Inquisition.
look. It was.
Where were you on time? I was at home. Okay. That's Orange Veil Inquisition.
Yeah. We're going to bed now. Okay.
Yes, we are. It's late.
It's
We're tired
really
of
late.
this madness.
And sidebar, Umara actually specifically
Do you have
never
another
talks
set of
about
clothes?
the first encounter with
Do
Atherton.
you have
Right,
another
because
set
it's
of
so
clothes?
vile. But I just
Yeah.
needed you them
I
as
know
players.
that, but I'm just saying that she never brings
So
it
now
up.
that we're all on the same page, we can all be equally disturbed when we next meet.
No,
Exactly.
I'll send the people to get me some more tomorrow. It's fine.
I had a weird thought driving here today
Sure.
as our characters are going down to sleep. Have we met a hobgoblin in this campaign?
Yes.
Have you met a Golem? Yes.
Golem, I thought was.
No, you have no. You've not met a Hobgoblin yet.
Yeah, we've met goblins. I think we've seen Bugbear at least at one point.
Yes,
Yeah, we've seen Bugbear. We've seen every other goblinoid except Hobgoblin.
that's correct.
Weird. Just a thought for y'all.
Okay.
You know, she almost got me when she said I looked like her mother. And then I don't even know what my mother looked like. Or my father.
I never met my father.
And what was it? What was it? Livy said when she was playing her. I know it all. I know everything, and I have a plan.
Going to bed.
Okay. Rise and shine. One more day before the coronation, so you have time to go do your investigation.
I need to get royal
regardless
clothing,
of what it
Because
looks
my
like.
only pair of clothing was destroyed,
Yes.
so I'm gonna go get royal clothing.
Do you want the donated monographed?
Do they have True
Robes?
Sight anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a clerical spell?
Might be. I'll go check while he's doing the thing. While he's doing the
I'm
D&D
just trying to
thing,
get
I'll go check.
royal clothing.
Because the
that's
next time I look at that
to
thing, I
fit
want
the
True
tour,
Sight.
I guess.
Befitting your rank, sure.
It's kind of a powerful spell, so.
The guy who's
I
putting
might not
your
have
clothing
it yet.
together,
I
his
have
name
up
is
to
Francois.
7th level spell.
Right.
Francois.
It might be that.
Francois.
Yes.
Alright.
You want to be of the greatest rage, right? You want to be the best in the kingdom, yes? I have just the thing. So, may I take your measurements?
Okay.
Oh, you are very virile.
Oh, you got the gay, Caballero!
Wow, I was
Taylor.
hitting that nail on the head pretty directly. Good lord.
So, are you staying here long, or are you visiting?
Visiting.
Visiting.
Oh,
6th.
so,
6th level.
so,
You
How-
need
how-
25 gold pieces worth
from
of
what part
material
of the
that is
country are you?
consumed.
Okay.
It's made
Mirror
from mushroom
Vale.
powder, saffron, and fats. You
Oh.
probably want to talk to him about sending.
You,
Now,
you
the
are
question of if you can cast
descended of the great kings, then, of
I
Cora.
need saffron what?
I'll go over it,
The
but
great
just make
kings
sure
of
you can actually
Cora.
cast the damn thing. Otherwise, it's
I'm
all
Goliath.
Yes, clearly.
You
We're the
can't
great.
protect
I've never
yourself.
heard of these
I
great
can?
kings.
You can't.
Have I
You
ever heard of these
you
great kings?
can.
before?
You are capable of casting.
Okay.
I don't remember. Did the king come and no, the king came and visited on Eldersart. No, I don't believe you've met the king.
No.
Oh. Well,
But
Mushroom powder.
you
I
are
mean,
such a specimen. Have you considered
Mushroom powder.
life in the arena?
And fat. It is
And
I
I am a
could be your
champion.
SAD.
if you are a
FAT.
champion, you already fought in the
Fat?
arena.
Fat.
Arena.
Oh, fat.
Are you
I arm
gonna-
wrestled someone
you-
once?
Are you
Okay,
are you a
that's
lawyer?
easy enough to do.
A
Yes.
lawyer.
But-
Butter is a
Well,
fat.
yes.
Yeah, but it's
I
25
don't
gold pieces
practice
worth there,
law,
so it's
no.
probably the saffron.
So it's probably
With
not
those
fat.
mighty
Right.
muscles, you
So you
don't
talk to him
practice.
about making it.
Yeah.
I'm more.
Those
of a
mighty muscles, you don't practice
freelance-
law.
No, I'm an adventurer. I freelance.
I see. So, would you want an agent? Because I can definitely get you a bout or two, and we could establish your new career as an attorney at law.
I sort of have outside obligations. That I
Oh, of
have
course,
to
of course.
attend
I'm
to.
only speaking, as I said, of freelance work. Some
I would only
prefer
be
the
able
old
to like
ways.
accept one case per year. Does that sound right?
You're staring off into space and
No,
speaking
no,
to things.
We don't
Yeah.
have the thingy anymore, okay? We can't
Oh,
respond
okay,
to these.
gotcha. Okay, I could only.
Just consider it. I am Francois. Here's my card.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, take it.
Good. We could definitely use some aggressive litigation.
Oh, these poke wounds. Yeah, there were about 15 of them, and the rest history.
Oh, I know. That's the reason why I ask about the arena, because someone of your stature certainly shouldn't be fighting actual royal guards. They would tear you to pieces.
All right, great. Well, thanks for the card and the dress.
Oh, we consider it to be a robe, not a dress. A dress would be unbecoming of someone of your virile stature. You will notice, however, how strategically I have placed the card piece to amplify your visage to others.
Oh, I actually have a picture of what I think my character's build looks like.
If you just show us the generic appearance of a Goliath, I would be very upset.
Don't worry.
Okay. You're not in the right book anyway. I don't know why I said that.
That's the cord build right there.
That's an ogre.
That's an ogre. It's not a cord. No.
So you're not veiny, you're just big and plump.
Yep.
Okay.
Bulbous. Bulbous buffoon.
You're more like sumo muscle than actual
Yes.
like show muscle. Okay.
Oh.
That's what. When I get 30 strength, they'll become ripped. That's. Right now, it's just bull.
His muscle will
I'm
show
just
through his
flabby,
fat.
I don't see how you can be as active as you can like that.
I eat a lot of soup. What can I say?
Oh, good point. You did actually meet hobgoblins. They did. In the Malachite Hold.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Somebody reminded us.
Oh, that was literally at level 1 or something.
Level 2 or 3.
No, 2 or 3.
Okay, I was not even like.
It was shortly after they stopped being afraid of everything.
Yes.
It was after Denark stopped playing.
Wow.
Has that ended?
The being afraid of everything?
Uh-huh.
Yes. They actually engaged things, and they killed Volantru twice as a beholder.
Exciting.
Dope.
So, rainy building.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, so as you approach the
Yeah.
rainy building, it's about 12 stories tall.
Reggie, yeah.
The rain from above torrents the building, leaving the surface shiny, and yet there's almost no puddling at the base of the tower. It seems like the rain literally falls on the structure itself and then evaporates before it hits the ground.
I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
What kind of rock? Just a pebble?
Yeah.
Ting! Bounces off.
Wait, at the cloud or the building?
The building.
Okay. What? Why would you throw a rock at the building?
Just
Make sure it's there for real.
Yeah.
Okay, the stone itself is as black as the buildings in Cauldron.
So,
Oh no, it's actually arguably darker because it's got a shiny.
sir,
Oh, this is a new day, right?
This is new.
Are they still? Had all the people for the construction try to go back to the temple?
Yeah, the temple's gone by the time they get
Well,
there.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, did they get their tools set up and ready?
Well, they'd already been trying different things on it, and they've already resigned by the time you guys get there.
Okay.
Alrighty. Great. Well then, in that case, if the rock's fine when it bounces off,
Were you gonna go pick up the rock again after you threw it?
I'm gonna look at it.
Okay. The one surface is moist, but as you're watching, you watch it evaporate. You ever seen like a stone that's really warm and then you splash a little bit of water on it and how the water, only as it does that, there's a slight silvery cloud that rises off of it.
Oh yeah, I would definitely go in this building. Let's go.
How hot is that? Cord, can you touch the building real quick?
Touching the building.
Okay, as you touch the building, you feel a weird sensation beyond regular moisture. It feels particularly cold.
I'm gonna hug the building.
Okie dokie.
That's not.
He's embracing the building.
I don't think that's how you
Is there
embrace.
silvery
No.
clouds coming off of it?
hugging the building.
I don't think that's how you
That's
embrace.
That's not what I said. Touch the building, not hug it.
There's something I got mixed up in translation.
No, there wasn't. You touched
I
the
think
building.
you were
and then
speaking
hugged it.
celestial. I'm touching the building.
Cord.
I go over and touch the building, Santhony.
Yeah, you feel moisture, a little bit of cold.
Great, I'm going in.
I tell him.
Is there a door?
There's an archway.
All right,
Wait a
I'm going
minute.
right there.
Why don't we ask somebody
As you
what
look,
the
as you
building
look in
is?
the archway, you see a figure dressed like a courtier in oddly rather ancient-looking clothing. The robes are somewhat russet brown instead of the clearly red of the kingdom's colors. Nor does it have the royal purple and gold of the fleur-de-lis. But the person looks like they're just standing there almost frozen.
I'm gonna wave.
Wait. Where? Like, so it's like the clouds just. Is there?
It's
a cloud?
rain. It's rain.
It's just rain.
But where it's falling, it's just falling so that it bounces against the building. Like it's falling at an angle, but you look up and the clouds are directly above it.
There's actual clouds.
Little spiral cloud.
I think we need to
Slowly
gather
rotating over.
information and ask what this building is.
Yeah, we asked me what's that
I
building.
don't trust storms. I'm sorry.
I'm all for going right in right now without any information.
No, not in, around.
We're not. This is not an insurgency. We're not breaking and entering. We're simply walking into the courtyard and wondering what's going on with the building.
Okay.
We're not breaking and entering.
Right. Door standing open.
Okay. Cord.
Walking into
There
the.
we go.
Shaking my head.
Well,
You can
what's
stay out
your
here with
objection to this?
Atherton. I'm
Is
going
there a
in.
courtyard?
Whoa!
This smells
You are
like.
you're in a courtyard around to the building.
Okay.
This
There
feels
is-
like Time Miami.
Okay, first of all, none of the storms actually look like that, as far as I can tell.
The guy is wearing weird clothes.
Okay, so I get it. Like we've been scarred by time, but I'm wearing a rainbow
When I'm waving to
pinstripes.
him,
He's
the
he's
guy-
wearing
The guy's
gold
facing away
robes,
from you.
and you're wearing.
Then I'm just gonna
barbarian
tap him on the
gear.
back.
Like
You
there
have
are
to go
there
inside
are
to get to him. He's about 10, 15 feet up.
What's the
is okay. Let me ask you a question.
What's the word for really, 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 really old?
Ancient.
Thank you.
That one.
Yes.
He's wearing that clothing.
Okay. So you're saying that the thing that makes you think that we're about to go do timey-wimey stuff
Yeah, I'm going.
is the fact that people are wearing old style
Okay,
clothing.
you've already entered.
That.
I'm entering in the building.
Okay, as you turn, you see Cord's back in there. It looks like Cord is affixed in about approximately the same location the other guy was.
Cord. Cord.
Can I get him? Okay.
Wait, hold on. Torg. Cord. Lord of Cord. No, okay.
Lord.
I did it enough. I did it enough. Anybody got a rope?
Yep.
We could say that word now.
Yeah.
You want to tie a lasso and just try to.
Okay, as you throw the rope, it goes in about 3 feet and suspends in the air behind Torg.
Is it really a time bubble in the middle of this city? Okay, listen, there's a difference between thinking ancient clothing begets a time bubble and the fact that things are stopping midair.
I like the look on her face. And realize you have the rope tied around you.
It's not gonna yank me in.
Don't tie yourself. No, don't.
Thank you for that visual. So she finishes tying it, she throws it in there. So the entire rope is now suspended in midair. About 5 feet is where the end hangs limp, where the throw didn't quite get it all through, so part of it's hanging limp.
Okay.
-1 intelligence.
Okay, so you walked up behind the guy and you go to put your hand on his shoulder. He turns around and goes,
I
what's
have a
going
really
on?
smart one and then a really
He
dumb
speaks in a weird dialect, like, it's like, how art thou?
I'm fine. How are you?
Why dost thou speak in such a strange fashion? Hast thou come to release the beast, or have you come for a more dire reason?
When am I?
Excuse me?
I've been drunk for a few days. When am I?
I do not know this term.
What year is it? Do you know what an iteration is?
445?
Do you know what an iteration is?
No, sir. I'm simply here to see.
Going down the list.
Exactly.
Okay.
I am merely here to see. Yeah, Intimon.
Antimony?
Intimo.
Antimone.
Netimo. And yes. And why hast thou come? Okay,
Just here to look around.
so you're still seeing Cord's back ahead of you.
Why are people just letting a time bubble sit in the middle of this town? Why is nobody else? See, that's the other thing I was getting at. There can't be a time bubble in the middle of this town because otherwise we'd never be able to approach it.
We've experienced time bubbles before.
Right.
They just
Have we ever seen
appear.
one so localized?
Yeah, well, no. And why is no one... Because other people are aware these things exist. We're not unique in that would be weird. But I... Hold on. Go find somebody about 100 yards that way and ask them what they think of this building.
Okay.
You the other direction. Just kidding. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
She'll go to.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll go to the nearest shop she can find.
Sure.
I just look at you.
Yes,
say,
I can help you.
"Make me."
Yes, the tower that's sitting there in the middle of town. What is it?
Tower? There's a tower in center town?
No, just the 12-story building.
She.
The one that
Can
being
we
rained
get
on.
take a
The one
look?
being rained on.
The one being rained on.
I'm sorry, I don't see any clouds. It's a perfectly sunny day.
And what is? When I point right at that place,
I
what do you
see. I see the edge of the Imperial Palace, and between that and here, several shops. And the ruins of Othric.
The ruins of
Othric.
Othric. What's that?
Othric was a wizard who stood against the king in the last Great War.
How long ago was that?
About 150 to 1,500 years ago.
That's a wide...
150.
150.
150 to 1,500.
Yeah.
That's a wide time frame.
Yeah, it's white.
Yeah, most of us have determined to be someplace north of 126 years, but the royal calendar shows it at 126.
Okay, thank you very much. I she comes out. Okay, they don't see the tower.
Of course they don't. Why would
They
they?
call it the ruins of Osric, the last wizard who stood against the king somewhere between 120 and 1,500 years ago. I see ruins.
What was the time? 150 to 15?
150 to 1500.
Why are we seeing it?
Probably because we've gone through timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey before.
Okay, well,
Who's in
we
there?
need to get Cord out of there somehow.
Right, but it looks like that when he goes in, he's stuck there, which means that when he comes out, we don't know when he's coming out. Is there anybody on the street around us?
No.
How about the rope on a pole? I just stick the pole in, and since we still have control of it out here,
Oh yeah, like one of the like a dog, like one of those really like short
Dog
range
catcher.
dog. Yeah, dog catcher leash. Yeah, that's a good idea. How far away is he? From like in the building.
Oh, by the time because you took time to go to check that out, by the time you come back and notice he's actually gone around the corner inside the building.
You what, mate?
You had to go catch up with the guy.
Okay.
So,
So he,
why has that come?
I hate to say it, but it looks like we might have
I have,
to go in.
Oh, by the way, for clarification, you feel the light source behind you that used to be, just daylight, flashing. Like on off, on off, on
Oh,
off,
this
on
gives
off,
me a sense of
on off,
urgency.
on off.
I have come here to. I'm just here. I don't know where this is. I'm gonna run back through
Well,
the.
shall you then accompany me to speak with Entimo?
No, sir. I'm gonna run back to the light.
Okay. You turn around and the archway is white. And then it's black. And then it's white. And then it's black.
Are you getting this? Does this happen normally in this place?
I'm
Does
confused.
an
Well,
archway-
okay. In that time that you turned around, he's gone.
Well, then I'm gonna run back through the. But I'm gonna make sure that I do it when it's light.
Okay.
So crazy idea.
No.
He moved, right?
Sure.
But he moved really slowly, right?
Something like that.
Right. So this is an area of slowed time. Right? Everything in this area moves slowly.
I think it looks slowly because it's in the past.
But why would we be seeing if it's occurring in the past? Because it wouldn't be there in the present if it was occurring in the past.
The present people see it as a runes.
But he's moving slowly. Right? He's moving like it's slow. I'm casting haste on the area. I don't know. Casting haste on it.
Okay.
I'm casting haste. On
Haste on what?
the spell effect. I'm not using haste properly. I'm just casting
Yeah.
haste on the spell effect.
Going for ROC. I got it.
Sure,
I got it.
why not?
Yeah, let's see what happens. As you cast it, the end of the rope. Actually, you see the rope just starting to slide down more quickly.
I'm Guff.
And then it
Pull the
stops.
rope.
So you're gonna go. You have to go in
Oh, then
because you
no.
threw the whole thing in,
Yeah.
but the one end fell so that it's on the ground,
Isn't there a one end that's
sticking
outside?
out. No, it's inside the building.
Yeah, because it flew the rest of the way because it sped up. Somebody throw a rock in there. I want to see if this is helping.
I look for like a pebble or something.
Yeah. Pick up
Okay.
a rock and throw it in.
Do we see it moving like slowly arcing now instead of like, being almost
Go ahead
invisible?
and roll a d20 for me.
Oh no!
This is the jankiest use of the spell I've
14.
ever heard of.
Oh no!
Okay, you narrowly miss being hit by a pebble that goes screaming by you at about the same velocity as a bullet.
Called it.
Then how would I see it?
That's what I'm saying. You actually,
felt it.
you actually see the rock getting bigger. You go, what is strange?
Yay. Then I'm gonna continue forward, I guess.
Yep, we already determined when you're leaving, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Mm,
Now I'm
Guys,
thinking,
I
oh
think
my
I-
gosh, they're trying to kill me.
I think I should try to upcast haste. Maybe we can speed it up more.
He's gone plaid.
Trying to equalize the time stream with haste. What is this? So yeah, I'll use a 4th level haste
I
instead of
don't
3rd
want
level.
to time whammy.
Okay.
Not
No.
not a noticeable difference.
Nope.
I'm still gonna hold it because why not?
Sure.
I put my arms down because I was just being over dramatic.
Oh great. Now I'm fear that they're firing projectiles at me, so I'm gonna run even faster.
Okay. You notice that the ground, all that's out there is light. All you see is light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. But it's not that fast. So it's light, dark, light, dark, light. Make a wisdom check.
Wow.
Hey, 5.
Yep. So that's all you're getting. It's just the light and dark.
Well,
And so far, 3 passes.
I'm continuing forward, I guess.
So you're going to go with the third? Okay, just want to know specifically, on the third time you saw light, you go. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
we lost cord in our.
And the hair is this long.
What?
His hair is this long.
Well, he's not back.
Not back yet.
Shame.
Can they see me?
Not anymore.
Nope.
Okay.
You guys can make another quick perception check for me, though.
First, let's show them.
Wisdom.
2.
Oh, 24? What's my percent?
It would be 25 because there was the miss.
A lot of nat 20s today. Jesus.
Except for that one.
Oh, 25.
What? You're adding something to that?
I used my thing.
You're adding to a nat 20.
No, this is
Oh,
not
why?
the roll I
That's a
rolled.
bad
I
place
roll-
to store dice.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
And
So
I
she's
used
back
luck
to that.
point.
Yep.
There we go. That's gonna be.
Okay, you'll notice
23.
that up above, about 6 stories up, there is a rope hanging on the outside of the building. It's glossy and wet and stuck to the side of the building like somebody put it up there some time ago, and it's still there. More importantly, since you've been here long enough to see this, about every hour on the hour, a bird flies out of it. Just flies off in a general direction.
Does it look like it's the same bird every time?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
4. I have no idea.
No, but you do, because of the intent on trying to look so close, it does have notes attached to its legs. To its leg, one of them.
Messenger bird.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know what we're gonna do here, because I don't feel like all of us walking in there and not being able to leave. That just sounds like a dumb idea.
Out of character, you could totally just leave, and I'll probably be fine.
We're gonna hang out here for a little bit. Just waiting for
I'll probably come out in a few years.
something to happen.
"20 years later."
Nice. That would be really cool.
Is there any way to command his presence here?
You mean to summon him?
Yeah.
That'd be really convenient. No.
It'd be nice if we had a druid or a caster
Person who can
that
cast
you
wish.
Oh,
locate objects
Or somebody who could cast wish.
or
you
wish.
could put a bowl of soup and then blow the fumes into the frame, and that would guide me home.
What are you, Elmer Fudd? You're gonna like float on the smell trails?
He's hoping for anything at this point.
I don't know.
Are you afraid that those smell trails won't come at you at ballistic velocity and kill you?
Jeez, that would be an image.
Mid-afternoon, a food cart goes by offering, stuffed biscuits and things like that. If you guys
Fine.
want some of
Get a
these,
sausage roll and get another one for him.
sure.
And yeah.
Why are you standing out here in the blazing sun anyway? It's almost midday. It's uncharacteristic for people to just stand out here and now you're actually standing in the shade of the building, but he's asking about why you're standing out here in the brilliant sun.
Does he look like he's in the shade?
It's really weird. Yeah.
Does he look like what?
He's in the shade. So he commented on the fact that we're standing in the blazing sun, which means that according to his perception, we're all in the sunlight.
I told
According
you
to
that
our-
they don't see this.
Right, I'm just saying, according to our perception, we're in the shade. So I asked him, does he appear to be in the shade? Is he lighted in such a manner to make it look like he's in the shade? He is in the shade, ergo, this is not us perceiving this thing weirdly, it's other people perceiving it weirdly.
Good perception test.
Which the wizard could very well do if, so quote unquote, he was defeated. And he made this thing look like rubble, but he's still here.
So why would be? Oh, time wibbly wobbly time.
And whatever caused the destruction of this, this place is out of time.
Right.
It's not in sync.
So the problem is the person who'd be able to like most apt to deal with this, the person who wears the purple is out of town today.
Well, she's vaguely purple.
Vaguely purple, but you're not.
What if every time whammy that occurs actually correlates to what's happening to us now?
Explain.
What if this tower has something to do with what's gonna happen now? Like,
I don't get
What
you're
is going to
getting at.
happen now?
I can't even see the future.
Nice.
You have to talk to Ribble about that.
Yeah.
No, like, so this guy,
The wizard.
Othric?
Othric.
Othric.
Ostrich.
What if Othric? Or what if something
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
Othric. It's Othric.
It's
Off the
Othric.
Rick. Like arthritis.
I just threw
but
you a
off the Rick.
curveball and you took it and ran with it.
Asterisk.
Othric.
Othric.
I wrote it down here.
Othric.
Othric. What if what
Asterisk.
happened? I will throw something at you.
An asterisk.
Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry.
What if whatever Othric did relating to the king is relevant to what we're doing right now?
Are you saying that this wibbly wobbly timey wimey is existing in this moment so that we can go back in time to correct the thing that made the prince be in the position he is and not the king? That's a really bold assumption considering how it basically entails that we're like wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff directly revolves around us, which would be a little weird. But considering that he's able to bend steel, you're able to bend stuff stronger than steel, you're a champion of Viridis and I'm an angel.
One more
time.
Is quite possible.
You're not there. You're not there.
I think it's
Yeah, actually, just for the meta, from out of the box, he goes, "Say that one more time."
It's just like,
Just back inside.
So it isn't that unreasonable to assume that the world is bending around us.
sorry, my leaf was going.
That was it.
But that does make me more inclined to enter there.
Oh no, I don't want to go in there.
You don't want to go in there? You're just tempting me with going in there now? Okay.
Yeah, what's brawn if you can't put it to use, damn?
So here's what we're going to do.
Everything's weird and
I'd be willing to go in there to get him.
Sure, we're going to tie a rope around you.
What happens when you run out of rope?
We're going to tie both of our ropes together because I actually have a rope on me.
What makes you think that,
Oh, 150
Do I
feet, 100 isn't
experience any
enough?
rope in my little
think there's gonna
limbo
be
here?
Let's just give her 100
Oh yeah, when you turn around, there's a whole loop of rope laying on the ground. I forgot about that. Yeah, when you turned around, there's a whole loop of rope on the
They
ground.
tried to kill me with.
A rock, and then there's a rope.
That was an
We're telling you to hang yourself.
I can't wait until he brings that up later. Guess I knew exactly
They were gonna kill
what
me
was
with
gonna
rocks,
happen.
and now there are just ropes lying
So,
around. This place is
We
insane.
tie both of our ropes together with a nice
Okay.
square knot. Then we hand her one end and tell her to tie it around herself. And then I hand the other end to you.
Washington Nationals won.
Okay.
Yay!
I keep it and I sit down like really like a good sit.
You're gonna do a good sit on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, with the rope, and I pull out my cards and I start playing solitaire. Or
Okay.
the
I'm
gauntlet.
literally sitting right here. We could be playing Go Fish, or you can include me in this.
Oh yeah. Well,
I may
I've
be
got-
an angel, but that doesn't mean I can entertain
Well,
myself
okay.
infinitely.
So there's a real important point here. This is something that my grandfather taught me. When you were ever going to go into the wilderness, you want to take a deck of cards with you, because
Right.
if you ever get completely lost, you pull out your deck of cards and start playing solitaire. Eventually, someone's going to come along and tell you to move the king onto the move the queen onto the king. Then you can ask for directions and get out.
So Go Fish.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Bye.
No.
10 out of 10 wisdom.
He goes on in.
Let us know when you run out.
Uh,
Come back.
Oh, Andrew's going. Oh, all this rope talk.
Wait, Andrew's in the street?
Yeah.
Did you
Hi,
tell
Andrew.
him?
He's the one who reminded you guys about the hobgoblins.
Oh,
Oh.
weird.
Did
Wasn't
he
sure it
hear-
was 'cause it's hard to read. But I
Did
think
he
it's Andrew.
hear my comment about how I said we can finally say the word rope?
No, I think he would have came in after
I
that.
rolled a 9.
Okay.
For Go Fish.
Okay.
Roll 46.
Okay.
46.
46.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, while you guys are playing your game, you're walking in. Okay. So she walks in and you get the same thing where she walks in so far and then stops. I know.
Alright.
And then after a while, you eventually see her she's just moving incredibly slowly compared to you.
And then just add it up together.
Yeah, sure, why
As you're just getting to walk out, who should come running into you like blazes? She just slams into you.
Cord! Come on! She grabs your hand.
They're trying to kill me with Miri now.
About this time, the light behind you goes black, and you go, "We gotta go now."
Not now.
He's going, "We gotta go now,"
Okay. Go.
because he wants out.
Okay.
I want
But not at night.
Huh? What do you mean not at night?
You came
Wait.
in the afternoon.
I
The
know.
look behind you is black.
Okay, so we need to go out when it's light.
I know.
Okay.
I'm trying to do it.
So we'll get to the door. She moves back to the door.
Anyway, she vanishes in the space of a few minutes.
Do you want to pull her out now to see what happens? I mean, you won this first game of Go Fish, and I'm a little disappointed about that. So,
A little too well.
a little too well.
Alright, I'll tug on the rope.
The rope comes off like somebody cut it.
Dun, 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 dun,
I'm not going in there.
Seems reasonable.
I don't fit in, like,
The rope drops. The rope that was around you drops at your feet.
I'm going to pick Miri up and then charge through the entrance.
I got it. Doesn't change your timeline at all.
so locate object.
I don't know that. I'm like, I either heal you or I damage
So
you.
locate object.
Yeah, I was able to bring back somebody from the dead. You can just cast Locate Object. Come on, man, pull your weight. Wait, why would Locate Object help? We know where he is! He's in the building! Where else could he have gone? On the ground?
We could see how far away, and
Oh yes, and then go in there and get him.
tiny whammy things are weird.
Wibbly wobbly tiny
What?
whiny.
Semantics.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Okay,
What
doctor.
educated conversation we were having.
How about you get some
That's a Doctor Who
professional...
quote, okay? That's the definition of intelligent nerdism. I don't even watch that show. That's intelligent nerdism.
Okay,
Oh, no,
so while you guys
I'm
are in
aware.
there preparing to leave, the voice comes back and goes, "I have found him and I've brought Othric for you."
Tim,
Yeah,
to
I know.
us.
Yeah, behind you, standing in the archway, is
We gotta go, Miri.
a person, the person in the russet outfit that you saw in the archway originally, and standing beside him is a person who is skeletal. He's
Miri.
he's wearing a dark black robe, and there's a bunch of holes in it.
Is it the Vecna guy we saw earlier?
Vecna guy we saw. What?
Don't you remember on Occipitus? Does it look anything like Vecna?
Yeah, it looks like that kind of a creature.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes. Why have you disturbed my slumber? He says.
Well, it was an oddity to us, and he stepped in here to find out what was going on.
What was going on? We are under assault. Can't you see? Don't you see the storms beyond?
I see the storm, and it falls in one place, this tower.
Of course, I'm able to fend it off in this small space. I've been maintaining it for as long as I can remember, and I've done what I can to save what few I can. Have you come from the destruction?
There's a city outside.
Yes. There
And
is
the-
almost always a city outside. Sometimes it is in ruins, sometimes it is populated, sometimes it is a wasteland.
Do you know that they do not see your tower?
Whoa.
How could they possibly see my tower? What they will more than likely see is that which is in their time, not in mine.
So this is a place out of time.
Of course, thankfully, or else we wouldn't exist. Have you not seen the destruction? Have you not seen the success of the White Veil?
No, it doesn't hold sway.
From our time, your buildings are ruined. We're fine outside.
They're rainy veils.
What time is that, son?
We don't know. It's not the third iteration or the fourth.
The
or
lights
the fifth.
starting to change again outside.
Oops.
Can
Are
we
you
get out
are
of
you
this?
are you going to have this conversation, or are you going to leave?
I'm going to leave.
So, this entire encounter for you guys is now stopped until you guys make your reappearance. So,
Okay.
it's up to you guys.
Shame.
It's been a good hour. Haven't seen anybody.
Like, I would go in there, but I'm not dumb. I'm not gonna go in there unless I know I can fix something. Because otherwise, that would be just putting like 3 people into the lava pit instead of 2.
Yeah, and if we go in there, we don't know what our chances are of coming back out.
You see, I said that, but in the form of a metaphor.
But I don't know what a meta's for.
See, we just said the same thing. So I was a little bit more elegant about it. So moving on.
-1 intelligence.
I would go, but I can't. But I would. But that's what I said exactly.
Oh, look how beautiful the sun rises above the ocean. Like a drop of gold is like, yeah, it's a nice shady yellow.
It's like I like lavender. Oh, I like light purple.
Here you go. Exactly.
So, what are we doing here? Are we gonna wait for them to come out? Because it's been an hour.
Well,
Go to something productive, man.
it took us like a week.
Should I try disintegrating the building?
Yes, actually, yes.
Why not? It destroys space. It doesn't destroy time. At least I don't think it does. There's a thought.
What would Jace do?
You would not have even approached the building.
And especially if you're going to tie ropes around anybody, he's
Yeah.
done.
Oh no. Am I gonna come out with hair, like long white hair? Because that would suck.
I'm just saying.
No.
Maybe disintegrating it will help. We don't really have any other options.
Normally, I agree with destruction. But I feel like it's not that easy.
Not
The
that easy.
solution is hard to find, but it is oftentimes a simple solution.
Is this wait? Is this a philosophy discussion between like an angel and a barbarian?
It's kind of exactly
Yes.
like a conversation between an angel and a barbarian.
I literally did you not catch the metaphor versus the non-metaphor?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Come on.
I have
Get with
this eloquent idea. I have an axe. All right, great. This is awesome.
I walk like 20 paces to the side and I open fire on the side of the building.
With what spell?
Disintegrate.
Oh.
A big chunk of rock blasts off, and as it falls to the ground, it reappears.
I walk
How'd
right
that
over.
work out for you?
A building can repair itself. Wizard.
There you go. What was the guy's name? Oh yeah, Othric.
Yeah, offer.
I suppose you could go to the city library, since I already established there is one, and find out what you know about Othric.
Thank you,
Hey, isn't-
voice in the sky. I
Isn't
guess
there
we'll
a
go do that.
library in here like that'll tell us something about?
I don't think it would be the barbarian that would come up with that.
If you remember the vignette, there was a library over on that side of the market with
Intellect
these
check.
great big chained animals in front of it.
6.
Nice.
Thank you, Miri, voice from the sky. We'll go to the library. Do you know, as we're walking over, do you know how to read?
Fortunately, you have time on your side in this case to figure
Really
this out.
slowly and some.
If I cast haste on you, would you read faster?
Maybe.
These strangers used to haste. I have
I
done it in
actually
a
will
while.
probably read it at time.
Yeah, exactly. You read like normal people at that time.
Yeah.
So we walk into the library.
I look like I'm on Java.
Yeah.
What? Oh. Do you have any books on a person named Othric? He's a wizard that
Oh,
apparently...
we have several books on such characters. They're either in the fiction section, or if you're metaphysical, there's some that's under the mythology.
You'll do fiction. I will do metaphysical. Fiction. I'm sorry, mythology.
Okay, I like
And
the
bef-
fiction
and before,
section.
and before you
anyways.
go, Haste.
Nice. She runs really fast to the library. She may not read faster, but she'll get there really quick.
No, actually.
Okay, so under the fictional section, Othric is listed basically as somewhat of an anti-hero. Supposedly,
I go back. How do you spell Othric?
nice.
You're like, how do you spell Othric?
Othric.
I tell her how to spell it.
No.
Yeah.
I had-
Nice. That was well played. Well, especially since you ran so fast to get there. Damn it. Who are we looking for again? Then the third time back. How do you spell that? 90% of your time is actually reminding her what she's supposed to be looking up. I
Like
have some
a-
really pictures of birds. Birds are really pretty.
It's like I open a book.
Fire.
The next page. Oh my god!
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Anyway.
Anyways, an anti-hero supposedly in a great battle of the ancient times, Othric is said to have taken the champions away, which ended up saving them from a destruction. And it's got something to do with excuse me. Has something to do with a sage by the name of Dintimor. Dintimoor.
D-E-D-I-N.
Dinti.
M-O-R-E.
Moor. Dintimor.
And this is the sage.
Sage. Going.
Under mythology, however, you find that Othric is a harbinger of the end times, who gave the good King Ash warning. And is said to have pulled the descendant, the last scion of the Good Age, into the tower.
Alrighty then.
So we convene.
Actually, I sneak up behind you and I go, kapow! That's what he says when he defeats the champions and saves them from humanity.
I release the haste.
What?
And then I reiterate what I read.
Okay. I reiterate what I read. So it sounds like we read actually relatively similar. Well, I guess one's myth, one's fiction. So, Dintimor?
Who-
We go to the library clerk. Do you know a person named Dintimor?
He was.
Oh yeah, he's under comedy. He's a spellcaster who had an adverse affinity to halfling. He created the first protection from halfling spell. Yes, it was. He posited the theory that all halflings were truly rogue in their ancestry.
Amen. Preach.
And what?
You're not even here. He's like, get back in there. You're still. Oh damn it!
It's like Looney Tunes. It's like, huh?
I think we're gonna miss the coronation.
But anyway, so Dintimor also, in addition to that, made food preparation spells. Like Dintimor's can of beans and Dintimor's stew.
Was Dintimor a sage at one point?
He was.
And this series is just sage of this.
This spellcasting sage, yeah.
Spellcasting comedy sage.
Well, his work has been relegated to that level mainly because of the fact that otherwise you have to consider to be somewhat of a racist because he picked on halflings so badly.
Right, right.
But he had some really great spells that went along with it. For example, he had Pocket Alarm.
I
It
can
made
see
this
that.
weird pew, pew, pew,
Oh, I've heard that before.
sound whenever somebody. Exactly! You know the sound. You've heard his spell go off. Yeah, exactly. But you made it so that you put it on your pocket, so when a thief gets a hold of you,
I got that.
but you know. Yeah.
So you think if we get a halfling, like maybe...
But anyway, Dintimor's other claim to fame is that he was an advisor to the Dogs of War. Now, we don't have really any reference to the Dogs of War other than the fact that Dintimore mentions it. We can assume that perhaps he might have been how do you want to say it? A gourmand of canine flesh? Because he makes reference to the Dogs of War? We're not certain.
Would Klondike have eaten dog?
Nice. Out of reference. Nice. Since you talked to Klondike, you would know.
Dogs of War is a prior adventuring party.
There's a
Prior adventuring party from a previous edition.
Earlier right?
Earlier iteration.
That was earlier.
I think I ever spoke to Klondike. No, sorry.
So it sounds like people who are pulled into this area are protected from calamities for a time, but never. It looks like they never returned, because otherwise I'm pretty sure we'd mention this.
Well, no, the issue is that the reason why we have associated, for example, Othric with Dintimore is that Dintimore was, again, theoretically cited during the end times, just before the Revening. There were several cans of Dintimore stew, for example, found in the remains of the civilian population that escaped from Vafthrender, for example. It came south after the conflict. There's even, according to a friend of mine who has done archaeology operations into the Dragonbane forest, there have been also evidence of pocket alarms found on ancient caches of treasure in the Dragonbane Pass.
So it looks like the only reason that these two are paired together is because of the fact that they're both harbingers?
Or that it has something to do with the fact that these people have been cited more than once, chronologically.
Right. So they're harbingers multiple times.
Right.
Okay. That's dead end, kind of.
Wasn't it? Somebody mentioned that they did something for the king. Othric. Is this what we were talking about?
Yeah, in the fiction. Yeah, in the mythology, he took the last scion of Good King Ash into the temple, into his tower, saving her from the destruction at the end of the 6th. You do have to realize you have to keep this under confidence, though. This is not information that has escaped from the, or that has not yet fallen into the hands of, for example, Blue Crater or other training facilities. This is stuff that's kept here under the lock and key of the of nobility, and the only reason why you're being authorized is because of your association with Prince Thul.
Sweet.
I don't go to the library anyways.
Hmm?
I don't go to the library anyways.
No.
You should. You might actually know what a metaphor is if you go there.
I still don't know what a meta's for.
So that's kind of a dead end.
What are those ruins out there?
What, the ruins of the temple? That's the old temple. That's the old Tower of Othric.
Old Tower of Author?
Othric.
Why does he have a tower?
Why did he have a tower? Because he was a wizard. Wizards have towers.
Oh.
Are little light bulbs going on?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I yank you.
You say, I thank you, and then you yank him. Okay. Yank you, thank you, and yank you.
What's happening?
My Nana Walker told me a story about how wizards like to use their spells for like onto buildings and stuff like that.
I experienced that, yes.
I don't think that's time whammy.
No. What do you think it is? It clerially is because it referenced people from 6th iteration.
She can make the wisdom check. You failed. Let her try to make it.
Come on, cleric, you got this.
I think it's.
Well, I have a good bonus for a wisdom
Good.
check, but gotta roll well.
For some
Oh,
reason,
that's
I
gonna be
was
good enough.
seeing it.
26.
Yeah. What you notice is that the flash of light that goes by, the bright, nice darkness, the one time that you get to see it because you stalled him out a little bit, it's actually a line of light passes by.
Okay, so you know how you can make a building that's
How long is it going
indestructible?
to take us to get to the
I think it's
door
like
and
that.
out it?
Right,
It's
but
for you
it's still
instantaneously.
time-wimey things because
Okay,
it's
so
just
the
a
next
building
time
of
that
time.
comes
To light. That's what he went.
we're going through.
I don't think it's
Right, that he agreed to. That's what he already
These
wanted to
people
do,
are
and
moving
you
so
stopped him
fast.
from making it out on what would for him would have been the second
You have
wave. So
spells
it'd be the
that
third
cast
wave.
Slow
Okay.
and fast.
But that actually, okay, that's
Now think about
that
it though. You
affects
just saw a
time.
light of a beam.
That's literally a time spell.
A line of
Yes, it's literally a low-level time
Well,
spell. I
light.
know.
The line of light.
Days.
The line of light runs north south.
They're days passing.
No.
Aren't they? Or oh wait, going back.
North south.
Oh. I don't know. Oh no.
I don't know either.
No, I said oh no.
But then I go back in.
North south.
I don't know. What,
Suns don't pass
I go
north
back
and
in.
south.
Yes, they do. In one context only. Seasons.
What?
Seasons.
Seasons.
And I yank you with me.
wait, what?
I yank you with me.
Yeah, we're going through the tower.
Well,
Okay, so you're back to the top.
Yes.
yeah.
What's your plan here?
So
There's still a rope up there.
messenger.
Yes, still see the messenger passing by every hour.
I look around to the right side of the building.
So you walk around in the building. Okay.
I look up.
About every hour or so, you see a bird fly in the window. Make another perception text. You can check on this one as well.
What is with you, Jesus?
Another one, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Nice.
use another luck point. That's not any better.
What are you doing?
9.
Yep. No.
Other side of the building.
Okay. You just there's just the two birds. One going in one side always, and one side coming out.
As
always.
long as we've been looking at it, they go north south.
And
Yeah, it just literally the beam of light's going.
Okay.
I try to follow which way the bird's going.
It's flying off into the distance, and you can't see the end to which it's flying. It does flying at about 30, so if you had a horse, you could theoretically keep up with it if you wanted to try to pursue the fall.
Do you want to follow it?
Because he can haste you, and maybe so you can just keep up with it.
I turn her into a bird.
Poof, you're a bird. What kind? Give her a falcon so she can
Yeah,
actually want to
falcon.
eat it.
Yeah.
Now is
Stop.
this is true? So she has to make a check to not stay bird?
What? No, this is not true. This is normal polymorph.
Okay.
Good lord, I don't have that spell.
Well, you're getting close to that level, so.
No, I'm not planning on taking that spell.
Too dangerous of a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to pursue the bird?
Unless you have a strong concept of self.
The bird starts flying and heading towards, head south, directly towards the ocean.
Keen eye.
Now I'm by myself.
Okay.
What if
You're able to track it. You're not gonna really get
Okay.
lost. But you
I
can
have-
see it's flying directly towards another storm. This one up storm wall.
Wait.
I remember there was another bird on another side, correct?
No, that one was coming into the tower.
Oh, into the tower. Okay, so
Plus you did fly all the way back to the tower and then try again.
I fly back.
Okay.
Start.
Yeah,
What?
you've been gone for better than an hour.
Oh, okay.
How long does the polymorph last?
About 10 minutes.
Oh, she won't even be able to follow it all the way. You're gonna start feeling yourself shift and have to drop to the ground and walk back after 10 minutes since he didn't specify how long.
Let me just make sure it's 10 minutes, not an hour.
That was an hour.
Because at most it's an hour.
Yeah, that won't be enough, and that'll put her an hour south at full flight speed.
And I would have only.
It's an hour.
So.
Yeah, you're at the coast when you land,
I,
and it's 40 miles back, or
30 miles back.
I'll go ahead and.
start hiking.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sit there until dusk,
You have
sunset.
You have my deck of cards, by the way.
Yay! See, now you play solitaire. If she ever taught you how to play solitaire. Damn it! All I know how to play is Go Fish.
And if you're really bad about this, I shoot one of the birds out of the sky when it comes out.
Okay. Plummets to the ground.
I like the note.
Note says November of 126.
November?
No.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Whatever the 12th or the 10th month is, 11th month is on the calendar.
November.
It's not November.
Nikos.
Nikos month. Maintaining position. Storm not abating. Possible champions have arrived, awaiting their arrival in my chambers. Hopefully, this will change things.
Okay then.
So along about 26 miles. How far does it take? 4 miles per hour?
Well,
Four?
a
That's a
good
ballistic
strong
speed.
walker
I
can
bet.
walk about 4 or 5 miles per hour.
My family's name was Walker.
Now you're getting record for it, getting history
If
for it.
she hits a jog and walk and jog and walk,
Well, okay, so a marathon runner doesn't do 26 miles it does that in 4 hours, but we're not doing
2 hours.
We're not doing marathon pace. She's full gear, so it'll be after midnight when she finally gets back.
I told him where the bird was going.
I literally have the temple set up, and I'm just like
Wait, we're not
sitting on the
back in
ground.
24 hours?
No, I told you we're out of time.
in midnight.
Every passing of that dark and light is a night and day.
No, it's not. That's what I'm telling you. It's running north-south. It's not passing by east-west like it would be if it was the sun. Moving.
So it's seasons?
Ding, ding, ding!
What?
Oh,
And
God.
I pick you up
Let's
by
hope
your shoulders.
that-
Unless they come to get you, you're 2.5 years in.
It was following a storm.
Let's hope that
Because you found out
So
immediately.
it's
Can you imagine if you
communication.
hadn't figured this out
I shot
immediately?
one of the birds down. I feel really bad about it. There's communication going on between storms. That's crazy.
Do you tell me what's on the note?
I tell her what's on the note.
Okay. So now you've got the knowledge that heroes may
Champions
have
come.
arrived. But that was a message that he got 8 hours ago. It's not like he's killing them all.
Still don't think this has anything to do with us?
Well, I don't know what to do. If we go in there, we're gonna be stuck there because clearly
I
they're
know.
stuck there and they're a part of us.
Clearly. And I don't want to go in there and get stuck again.
Again?
Nice.
What?
We've been stuck in storms more than once.
Well, this is different.
I don't want to go in there.
This is too
Put your
small.
hand in.
This makes it sound like we can't resolve this storm. That in order to resolve it, we have to do something different.
We don't have the stones anymore. How are we going to get back out?
That's not how that worked. We just walked out. We were never trapped. We just didn't leave because we had better things to do. That's how. That's
I don't
how
think she.
Bridgeton
I don't
worked.
think she. Yeah, I don't think she understood that. She thought they were trapped there.
No, that's how Bridgeton worked.
So
There's
I could have just walked out.
Yeah, there's a wall of light in most storms. That's a breach between that timey-wimey and this timey-wimey. The only problem is that this one appears to be a storm that you can't just enter and exit freely. Or maybe it's always... No, we've been able to exit storms and it's been our normal time. It's just the fact that they can't exit and return to our normal time either implies A, they're not wanting to exit over the course of midnight, which they would because they're responsible Well, okay, one of them is responsible.
Shut up.
So they would at least tell us what's going on, or they're dead, or
You can try your spell again. See. It's been 24 hours.
Okay, Mary.
But it's midnight.
I'll kill you, then
Oh,
kill
yeah.
myself. Okay.
Miri of Elwendale.
Nothing happens.
They're not dead, or if they are dead, the body's still there.
So you're telling me that I could just walk out?
Of most storms, yeah, clearly not of this one. That's what we did in that's what we did when we were fighting the dragon.
Okay,
we
Jordan,
went there.
help me.
We fought a dragon.
Understand.
We
So
left.
when I
We
walk
entered and
towards the
left.
light, do I make it towards the light?
You will make it to the light. When you leave, it will bend exactly when you tried to get there.
Ah, okay.
But
That's
the
just,
problem is that so much time has passed between because that passing of light is representing seasonal changes. You watch 2 of them go by, that means that you're going to wait, unless you guys solve this, 2.5 years before you can come out.
Alright, I step out of the temple. I look on this side of the
There's only the only thing that changes are the 2 birds.
just the 2 birds. This
Then
way
there's
and
the
that way.
one rope on the same side as the
And
bird.
there's the same road that way. So
Are there windows?
Yes, up to the top.
for
But you guys haven't left the chamber because you're waiting to get out because you're wanting to go as quickly as you can.
I touch the building,
Feels damp again still and cold.
and there's like little windows, right? Like
Way up high.
way up high.
You have to climb the outside of the building.
Do I have a climber's kit?
There's a grapple with a rope hanging on it. All you have to do is climb up to it. No, you're going to climb the building up to it?
Yeah.
As you start to climb, you feel moisture in the air around you.
It's raining. So
As you're watching her climb, she starts to vanish. You see her getting thinner, like you can see through her. You going to shout at her?
Yeah, I'll yell at her.
She's able to come back down. When she comes back down, her hair has grown a couple of inches.
Okay, we need a plan. We need an actual plan. I shoot down one of the birds coming in.
Oh, coming in?
Yeah.
Note says, Othric, the West Hold has fallen. There is no gate to I-4.
there is no gate.
There's no gate to I-4.
Eiffel? Like
I-4.
I-4.
I tied it down.
The rest of it goes on. Engines sighted in Banbury. And I hope all continues well in Florin. God save the king! Exclamation point.
I tie it to a rock and I throw it in the window it was supposed to come in.
You'd have to climb up to it. It's
the-
6 stories up. You know,
Well,
four
I
floors
climb
up.
I
up
fly
and-
up to be parallel.
There you
and
go.
throw it in.
what was the what has fallen? The what has fallen?
The west.
The
west.
West Hold.
Westhold has fallen.
Hold usually a fort or a fortress of some sort.
Or something you take on something else when you don't want to let it go.
When you fly up and look through the window, you see an old woman aging. And literally, you watch her go from being young to being ancient as she receives the bird. And she falls to dust and then reappears as a young lady.
Oh God, get us out of here.
Do you want to come out 2.5 years later?
I don't know what to do.
Maybe we have to talk to the wizard guy, Mary.
You have no clue. You're still just trying to get out. You're just...
Yeah.
That entire conversation you had happened like this. You made that decision. It's you're locked in a moment. Literally, that position of you guys standing there.
Stuck in a moment, and you can't get out of it.
What is happening?
You too?
Hear you?
No?
No.
Okay.
Hey, you pray to the gods? Pray. Ask.
And that would be that's a sign of weakness.
Yes, especially given as close to proximity as he's trying to get.
Well, 2.5 years from now, the others will have landed. It will be our problem.
They'll be out of ammo.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm
cat.
thinking.
Your
My cat.
Come on,
Hey,
my
poor
cat.
cat.
I love my cat. My cat loves me, and that's what I have.
Listen, Jelly will probably be more mature when you get out, okay? You'll get to enjoy its personality.
Maybe
Apparently, he was a cat.
litter
not a
box
kitten.
changed.
I thought he was a
litter
kitten.
box trained.
I'm trying to think.
And I hate to tell you, but it's 9:50 something, so we're gonna be calling it at this moment. And you guys will have to deal with this next week and have to explain to. Oh no, you won't, because Rio said he'll be out for a couple of weeks. So, but
Rio?
Jace has already been watching, so who knows?
We got a hot minute.
So- No, you're still okay. You can still
We
work
have
on some.
exactly 7 hot minutes.
You could actually make the decision to walk right on in. So
That's
Yeah.
a dumb idea.
Not really, because you could fly out of the top.
how long does it take to go from the bottom to the top? It's 12 stories. 12 adventuring levels with things in between.
Umara remembers a fable about.
Why don't you ask your ancestor or something?
That's what she's trying to.
Oh.
We already talked about this.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
I know.
access it now.
My,
So what do you remember?
I remember something about the engines in Banbury.
What's in Banbury? Why is this relevant to the tower?
Oshaku wants a recap. We'll have to give you a recap in the post, so stay with us, but I'll try to give you somewhat of a recap of what's going on. Sufficient to say they have found the Tower of Othric, a sage/wizard anti-hero in the city, and they're not sure exactly what is going on with him. However, it seems to be some kind of a time portal of some sort that seems to allow people in, but then locks them in for a period of time. They haven't decided how long yet.
So we either have to be all together or we're going to be separated.
And we will also get you a recap, if you will, through
Who's on right now?
Oshaku, Oshoku.
Okay.
I don't know who that is personally. He wants a recap. So
See,
Yes.
if I stick my hand in, then I'm gonna be all stuck because you were starting to vanish. So that's not gonna work. If I was one level higher, then I could be just a deity and have a little bit more power wielded over this situation. And I say that.
Just
out
think,
loud.
if I was a god.
And I say that out loud.
yeah,
There's something about engines. Just killing me. I remember something about engines.
Do we have an engine here? Do we have access to it?
okay. The fact that you said that way, your what you have of a flash of memory is the blender.
That's what I was thinking. The blender.
It's a monstrous engine about the size of a valley, and there's people being thrown into it by goblins.
Yeah, they had it like way underground.
Umara, I know you like enjoying the memories of your ancestors, but I'm having a really hard time seeing how goblins throwing people into a valley to get blended is going to help us get our friends out of a time tower.
It isn't, but it was a really scary vision, and I don't like it in my head. Because in context, you had no way of knowing what the engines were for.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, we are done. You have the drama figuring out what you're going to do with this next week, and hopefully for sometime in the next 2.5 years, you guys will get out of there.
I'm gonna make a
Oh,
strength
boy.
check to try and pull myself through the door.
That's not how that works.
And you will
I'm pretty sure that.
D12.
so,
Yeah, there you go.
Oshaku, I will do what I can
The other
to
way I
get you
see
a
it is
message on
put
it.
the
Make
group
sure
back
you
together
log into
and deal
the
with
Discord if
Oshaku
you
then.
can.
Rule of
Definitely
32.
reach out to us through patreon.com/Nikos, and also through our Facebook group. We get to you what we can. Those of you that are watching, thank you very much for your time.
What's
and we hope
the
to see you next
Facebook?
time.
How do you-
Facebook is on Nikos Well, Nikos D&D Warriors. There's also one for Nikos D&D itself. So
Nikos D&D.
Nikos D&D. It's facebook.com/Nikos D&D. But we'll find you more information as soon as we can. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all next time. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.